think for the first time ever, maybe everybody got here before us.
Have you ever thrown a party that you're late to?
Yeah.
I almost did it once, and it is deeply embarrassing. It sounds cool, like, oh wow, he's not even at his own party. It's in fact actually just disrespectful. So these
You
things
really,
happen, I
there's no
suppose.
fashionably late to your own party, and we have just done it.
It's true. That's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. Welcome all. We've been asked if we like stuff. We do like a good deal of stuff.
I've said this before. I'm always saying, you know what I like? Stuff.
Stuff.
Uh,
Um,
Reading this chat is extremely funny. Everyone thrown into the void. Hi, folks. What a pleasure to see you here today. My name is Kurt. This is Anthony, and our dear friend Amanda will be joining us soon. Hard to say exactly when. Amanda might need to do human things like drink water or blow her nose. And these are the kinds of things that you want to do before you're broadcasting in front of an audience. You can't be seen to be drink. Oh, almost got me. Almost got me.
almost. My beverage choice for tonight is some Pocari Sweat. Uh,
Is this like
have you
an
ever heard
art
of this?
object?
No, it's a Gatorade alternative. I think it's from a certain part of the world that is not ours. Um,
Oh,
um,
so sweat doesn't have like a gross connotation. It's not like, oh, I'm drinking sweat. It's like if you are sweat, then you are drink this bev.
I think it does say on the label, with the appropriate density and electrolytes close to that of human body fluid, this can be easily absorbed into the body.
That's what we're asking for.
So that's pretty cool. So I'll be drinking some sweat tonight. Kurt, what's your beverage of choice?
Uh, well, for terms of service reasons, I can't disclose.
Oh,
So we'll say it's water.
oh wow, it's some really interesting water. The water quality in Ottawa is really getting bad. It's so
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, it's really a shame.
The Ottawa River
In
is
an
so polluted.
unrelated piece of news, I will tell you that
Please.
did you know in 1845
Uh-huh.
a, a formulation was made for a substance called Fernet Branca?
Okay, I've heard of Fernet. I almost bought it this weekend.
Oh, interesting. Fernet is a kind of amaro, which is a bitter liqueur that
Okay.
is made principally in Italy. And that means that you can make fancy drinks with it. Usually you use it as a friend, as a join along with other things. It's not like the main thing. If you are in certain South American countries, I think Argentina most notably, they use it for a beverage with Coke, Fernet con Coca.
Ah,
Um, but the interesting history of Fernet Branca, which I'm definitely not drinking on YouTube, is that you would never have known that it existed in the contemporary day if not for a particular quirk of legislation. Basically, it's originally sold as a cure-all from one of those self-taught herbalists.
okay.
I'm not going to tell you how I feel about self-taught herbalists, but suffice it to say, glad that I don't have to purvey their services. Marketed as like, oh, this will cure cholera, this will
Sure.
cure worms,
Okay.
and it had all these herbs in it, as an herbalist would do.
That's wood.
So this gets, pulled together in the mid 19th century. Fast forward, now we're talking Prohibition era.
Okay.
The United States is like, no more booze. No more booze in here. We're not going to do anything with booze in here. And people were like, oh, shucks, but I liked it. So, as a consequence, there were certain workarounds. And critically, one of those workarounds was that medicines certainly weren't outlawed. And since Fernet Branca was a medicinal product, nominally, it was still something that you could buy.
Aha. Tricky.
Yes, tricky indeed. So specifically as a result of this, like, ban on things that are very much like it, but not it, it got popular after Prohibition was passed, which would have been around 1919.
Because people are
So,
drinking it the whole time, like,
Well,
Yeah,
some folks were drinking it before, some folks were using it
right.
as medicine, and then people were like, whoa, 40% alcohol, and we can't buy the normal stuff. Let's get this weird herb. Uh, and so yeah, it was a whole thing. But folks don't use it that much anymore. Production peaked in the 60s, which was just before the great decline of cocktails. That later resurged. We have cocktails again.
We have them. I've seen them out in the wild.
I've seen them too. Now, of course, this isn't one of them. This is just water.
It's
But
water. Just and so what does Fernet Branca taste like if one were to taste it?
if one were to taste it, which I never have, one would say that it's a bitter herbal
Mm-hmm.
liqueur. A lot of herbs. You can't pin down what exactly it is, mostly because it's it is proprietary, but it's also like such a hodgepodge. There's allegedly a type of aloe, a type of rhubarb. It's just
Aloe.
yeah, it's
Interesting.
like a long list of things that maybe someone would think are healthy if it was 1845.
Kurt, I'm going to interrupt you because we're about to switch over to Amanda's joining us. But you can
Let's
keep
do it.
talking. But Amanda's on her way in. Here we go.
Beautiful. And if I was drinking a beverage with Fernet Branca, it would have lime and simple syrup in it. But I'm
That
certainly
sounds
not
like
doing
it
that.
would be a great choice. Hi, Amanda. Welcome to the internet again.
Hi, I'm back here on the internet. How's it
Wow.
going, everyone?
They're here. It's going pretty good.
Sorry we raided in a little early. Sorry about that.
Sorry, we
weren't
said
here for
five
you.
minutes and then it was 10.
No, it's totally cool. I should have checked. I just should have just done like a safety check just to make sure. I think Eric was trying to warn me as we were raiding in. You guys
Oh.
weren't live yet, but I just was like, so like I'm gonna be like on time today.
Hey,
not keep them
honestly,
waiting.
props to you. I'm proud
Yeah,
of
well
you.
done. Thank you. Sorry.
They said 5 minutes. I was like, wrap it up, Amanda. You gotta finish this. Finish playing cards with Carol, and then get on over. So
Is it is Cards with Carol like a game at a senior center?
no, I was playing
She's
Midnight
been
Suns,
volunteering.
and I was playing cards with Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers.
Oh, right, we talked
Oh,
about
right.
Carol and
Yeah,
the
Yeah, we talked
era
about
that
Carol
Carol
last
was
time.
okay. So we're back in the Carol discussion. That's on me. I should have learned my lesson that Carol is not just the name of retirees. It is in fact
It
also
is also
a name of a
Carol.
superhero, like Clark or Bruce
They
or
all have such
Diana.
old names.
Diana, yeah,
Yeah.
because they're all old.
They're all so
characters.
old.
They're all old. Yeah. So yeah, we were doing that, and then I was like, okay, once I'm done that, I'll raid in because I didn't want to keep you guys waiting, and then I was just like, oh, I
You're
should
so
have
good.
checked.
We
But
almost
next time I'll do a safety check just to make sure before I go. I'll be like, someone look and tell me, because I know that my chat will be scouts. I know you guys will be scouts for me if you're in my stream, so I could just send you to scout it out. And let me know when I could be like, they said they're going live soon. You guys let me know when they're live, and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, it was
Or
fun.
we could
Good
try
day.
telling you the truth,
And
which you
not-
might also enjoy.
Yes,
lying?
but sometimes I know it's hard sometimes to update people because it's like then you're dealing with something and you're like, now our whole minds are focused on that. So I just
true, it's
I've
true.
been that person. So
we
Just
almost
can't. But
had
if
the
you don't, it's
smoothest
okay.
day. You know, we almost like got right online as you rated in. Wow, incredible! But
we're
It would have been
still all
amazing.
here very early though. I feel
know,
like
not bad.
I'm proud of
7:35.
us. I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
Like basically right on time.
good
I
work,
love it.
team.
Good job. So what are we playing today? We're playing this little gods game.
Little gods who hide on
Gods.
street corners. Little Gods Who Hide on Street Corners is a game about little gods who hide on street corners.
And that's
Love
the
it.
stream. Well, thanks for coming.
Done.
Thank you for
Nailed it.
watching.
Sorry, before we do this though, who the heck are you folks?
A good question, Kurt. I am Anthony. I am a lifelong lover of RPG games and a writer of children's books. And I just love telling stories and love telling stories with these two right here every Monday. Kurt, who are you?
My name is Kurt. I also like to come here on Mondays.
Whoa, weird.
It would be kind of sad if I didn't, because I am here almost every Monday. I make RPGs, I play RPGs, I love RPGs, and here I am to hang out with you folks, all you folks. Amanda, oops, spoiler, who are you?
Well, you already know. I'm Amanda, and I am also known as VampX13 on the internet. I'm a streamer, a cosplayer, an actor. a lover of RPGs, a person that likes to make weird little voices. And yeah, I love playing games with these guys once every week on average. And we play lots of fun little indie games, and it's a delight. So I am delighted to be here. And yes, yes, that is who I am. I also do need to flip my laundry. I'm also a person that needs to flip her laundry. So do you mind if I just quickly grab that and then I'll be right back?
Okay, that's an okay person to be. You
Yeah,
can
please go
definitely
do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll just do that really quick. Sorry. You know me, just streaming all day and trying to get my chores done around it. You know how it is.
We've seen you do it. What does flip laundry mean? Anyone? Does that just mean switch dryer and washer? Is that what
No,
that
no,
means?
it's in her frying pan right now, and she doesn't. It's too done on one side. She's gotta
Oh,
flip
that
it over.
makes so much more
You
sense.
don't want to burn your laundry.
I'm totally out of it today. Late to my own stream. Forget that you cook laundry.
Come on, Kurt.
Sorry, folks. While Amanda's gone, I will say, good call, Eric, with the absinthe note. It is, they are compared. I have seen it, but they're not, no, they're different things.
I had absinthe for the first time this weekend. I don't know if this is a terms of service violation to discuss it too much, but
Hard to say.
I was at a party where the call to action was that you had to devise cocktails for your favorite book that features in a book series, very specific.
That's awesome.
There's a book talk trend, some of you might be aware of, where people create cocktails for their favorite books and like create aesthetic displays. And so I was like, "Ugh, what am I going to do?" And then I thought, the water of life in Dune, a classic drink that either kills you or awakens your latent psychic powers. And so I was like trying to like figure out, well, what are the perfect, ingredients in a beverage such as this? And I thought, well, you got to put some absinthe in it. And I never had it before. And I will say, I did make a like tester drink before the party started just to kind of figure out whether I had my ratios right. And I was already having a great time before the party even began.
Great. That's all we can really ask for. Something else that happened in the chat. Eric noted, like the colors on the background this time. Couldn't agree more. Huge shout out to Texture Labs. Anytime a cool texture is on this screen, it's probably from Texture Labs. They are, it's kind of a one-person show. He develops and distributes for free a ton of incredibly useful textures. And that is just like the most saintly thing you can do for anyone who loves graphic design. And so if you ever see something like, you know what, this background in particular could have been like a historical art piece. It's not. It could have been, but it's from Texture Labs, so huge shout out to them.
Nice.
Yeah, what went in tester? Are we just making a sour, or did you do a whole kind of thing, Anthony?
It was
if
kind
this
of
is too nerdy, folks in the chat, if this is too
if this is too nerdy,
liquid
you're
nerdy,
in trouble for the rest of the stream.
true.
I made a custom spice simple syrup to try to capture the flavors of spice that are described in Dune.
Well, what spices go in?
Well, cinnamon is mentioned a lot as the dominant flavor of spice. So,
wow.
So
it's been way too long since I've read Dune to remember that. That's cool.
So it was mostly like a cinnamon simple syrup, but we also had like allspice and star anise and cloves, just to give it that kind of full wintry spice. And the base was like gin and absinthe and a lot of blue food coloring. Oh, I had to put what's it called? What's the blue liqueur called?
Curacao.
Curacao, that's right. I had to put that in there just because it's blue. You gotta. But then it was mostly, in the end, I realized that the thing that was going to make it taste good was that it had to be a sour. So lots of lime as well.
It would have to, otherwise you're gonna have a bad time with that.
It was just kind of like a weird, sweet mess.
Yes, for reasons I can't explain to you or really understand on any level. Hi, Lock the Fox. I didn't ever decide to start researching like cocktails before I started trying to make them. Didn't think that one through because I just made a bunch of really bad, boring, regretful beverages for a while. and then only started like actually learning anything from other people who knew things during the pandemic. It does sound much worse if I say my pandemic hobby was drinking, but that's not, let's not like twist my words here. I learned an art. Anyway,
What?
yeah.
How did you? Was there any like resources that you used to kind of like understand what I'll call the theory of cocktail making, as in music theory?
Honestly, I think the best thing you can do is look up a bunch of historic ones, sample them, check their actual proportions as recommended, and that's like all you really need to do. A lot of them are based on the same like basic principles and concepts. So if you just even look up a list of historic cocktails, you'll be halfway there.
You'll find stuff.
Just yeah. The trick is that you don't want to look up, how do I put this? Work from what exists. Don't think, what do I have? And I probably don't need any citrus fruit because I don't casually have that around. That's not good choices.
Not a good start.
It's not a good start. Imagine you wanted to bake. You're like, I know. I will adopt the discipline of baking by, I have flour.
Well, that's good. I'll put that in there.
I'll use that.
Water?
And water, pretty normal. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe half a cup of salt and a pinch of sugar, and I might
Why
do
does
it.
my baking all taste bad?
I don't understand. I didn't need to. I had exactly the ingredients that I can imagine someone using for baking, and it's not coming together.
Okay, a related story, a classic from my childhood. When I was young, my older sister, I have 3 sisters for those who are collecting lore.
That's a lot of sisters.
That's a lot of sisters.
Drop the lot of sisters emote in the chat.
Oh no, we have to make that now. That's a lot of sisters. One of my older sisters was like getting really into baking when I was probably like about like 5, and she was probably about like 9. This is the age range here, and she was like trying to make like cakes for the family and stuff, and she had made cookies, and I think this was her like first cake, and she was super excited, and she made it all by herself, and so it was like after dinner, and we were all sitting down to eat it. And I was super excited to eat it because cake, and I'm 5, and I like took the first big bite of this cake, and I had just the most strange sensation happen in my mouth, and I burst into tears because she had mixed up the salt and the sugar, and so she had put like 2 cups of salt in this poor cake, and so she was so excited for us all to try it, and then I took a first bite and literally started crying at how bad it was, and so then she also started crying, and the whole family was in chaos. Happy ending, we all got to go and get ice cream, so all's well that ends well.
What a hilarious and tragic story. I can picture tiny 5-year-old Anthony, only 5 feet tall at this point,
That's right.
bursting into tears. It's really good. I will tell a story as well.
Please.
Match your energy here. At a friend's party, someone thought their drink wasn't sweet enough, headed over above the stove, found, what they were looking for.
Sure.
Found a bunch of an unmarked tin of white, and Kathleen, my partner, reached out. Whoa! Whoa!
Thank you, Marvel Man. This is so sweet. 5 gifted subs.
Whoa! That's awesome. I don't have the chat open. Sorry about that.
How dare you, Amanda? Marvel
I
Man, thank you
know.
so much. And
Thank you so much, Marvel Man.
Oh, Kurt, you got a subscription to your own channel.
I'm thrilled. If ever, frankly, I'm just double dipping is what happens here, because now I can watch me without commercials.
Nice. I should really log in with my other Twitch account and when we're live so that I can get free subs.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Run it in an
Those
incognito
first
window, have
Yeah.
the second chat up, and then you
Yeah.
can joke around with yourself while Amanda and I are role-playing really boring.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yay.
I can be like, my favorite viewer is Anthony. Marvel
finish-
Man, Oh, yeah, sorry, your vanilla story. I was going to say Marvel Man, thank you for having a name that's easy to pronounce.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
And
you,
also
Marvel
thank you
Man.
for the 5 subs.
Also, thank you for all of those things, is what we'll say.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
right,
end of your
Atomic
story?
Sorcery. Oh, yeah, finish the story. Okay, let's put a pin in this. At a friend's party, somebody else is looking to figure out where the sugar is to put in their drink. My partner says, "That's not where I'd keep the sugar," pointing towards a container of unlabeled white above the stove.
Yes.
And this person turns to my partner and says, "Well, it's not your house," and pours it into their drink. It was salt. It was, of course, salt. Otherwise, this story wouldn't be funny. So then they had a drink full of salt and had to live with a misfired sass for the rest of the evening. Truly, truly so funny.
That's delightful.
A misfired
Love that.
sass.
Nothing like some misfired sass, am I right?
We've all
Jamie,
been
thanks
there.
for the bits
been
as
there.
well. Jumping on
Jamie,
board.
Thank you.
A party in chat.
I'm also sorry for my delay. I was going to grab the pizza because I got a message that the pizza was arriving.
Whoa, pizza.
Yeah,
Laundry turned into pizza.
Jamie got me some pizza, and so
Aw.
I grabbed the laundry. That was like really fast, and then I was like, "Oh dang, the pizza's about to arrive!" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll just run out and grab it." But it's doing that thing again where it's like they're here, and then I go outside and I'm like, "No one's here."
Don't you tell me little lies about
Don't you
pizza.
tell me about these little lies. So
What happened to
I
pizza?
I just messaged them to say it just happens sometimes. I think where sometimes the text to let you know that they're arriving like comes early
Okay.
and they're not actually there yet. So I don't know. I'm thinking I'll give it another 5 and then I'll check again just to see. But I also emailed TreatStream to let them know, and then they can basically contact the driver on my behalf. So it's all good. They'll probably get back to me in a few minutes. They're pretty quick to respond to their emails, which is great.
Okay.
That's why I love them. So I'm sure I'll get the pizza. Don't worry.
Okay, pizza incoming. Everybody prepare. There
Pizza
will be a pizza
incoming.
arrival at some point.
It just means I might have to check again in a few minutes because I think they sent the text too early. Okay. It's also hard because I am in a military bunker, so it's
Right.
not
That is
easy
always
to gain
tricky.
access. Yeah, so sometimes I gotta come out and like give them all the clearance codes and stuff. I'm
Shoo!
not allowed to send them through text, obviously.
Did you guys know that Amanda's a genetic experiment to create the perfect streamer? Did you guys know that? Yeah. Canadian military's been trying to develop the perfect streamer. Anyways, that's why she's in a bunker. I don't know if we've told you that.
That was classified, Anthony.
Oh my god, okay, guys. Well, the snipers, I can see them on the roof across. So it's been really fun streaming with you.
I'm gonna lose
I
my
haven't told
security
people about
clearance.
that part yet, so now they're gonna. That's all right. I will have to scrub the footage after. It's all good.
Yeah, that's
We'll
okay.
just like this will all become wobbly lines.
You're all gonna be
After the
mind
VOD is
wiped, Men
Yeah.
in Black style.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I'm sure they'll arrive soon. But before I run off to check again, did you guys already talk about the game, or were you just?
We only
No, you
talked
weren't
about
here.
Sugar and
What?
salt
There's no reason.
mishaps.
No
Oh,
reason
yeah,
to
yeah.
talk about the game while you're not here,
Okay.
because then we got to do it again later.
Do you want to talk about the game so that I know what we're doing? I know what we're doing, and I love that you picked. I'm glad that you and I both had little gods in our pictures.
I didn't
Well,
get
it's
that
not a
memo.
coincidence, is it? I saw you with your little god, and folks, behind the scenes
I
context.
inspired you.
Yes. I put together the thumbnail every week.
I guess you do take the pictures probably last, usually.
Well, because then I can see what your vibes are,
Yeah,
and I can make
match.
little informed decisions. That's not
I love
always the
that.
case. Sometimes I'm out of the game, but often I'm not. And that's just how
So
it
true.
goes.
So true.
It
Well,
is
yeah,
a cat's
it's
toy.
a very cute thumbnail, which you will probably see if you guys are watching on the YouTube side. It's a cat's toy. I love that. And then I love that Anthony's just like he's looking for his little god. He's like,
Where's
Yeah, I
my
don't
little
have
god?
mine. Yeah, I lost it.
Where did it go?
so is that what we're doing in this game? Are we going to acquire little gods? It made me wonder if I was correct in guessing that there will be little gods for us to observe, but maybe we are the little gods.
Well, one of us is going to be a visitor of sorts, a newcomer. they
From
call it
another
in the game.
world?
No,
From this one, but from
Okay.
another city.
from another
Okay,
city.
from another city. Okay.
Yeah, and the other two are going to be little gods who hide on street corners. The little god role is
I don't know what's happening. And then we have these little gods that are like, hee hee hee, we know about secrets.
yeah, pretty much. Uh,
Look at this guy. That sounds super fun.
Classic.
I love it.
Classic comedy trio structure: one straight man, two tiny gods.
two tiny gods. Yeah, everybody makes comedies
It's my
this way.
favorite comedy structure. I love that.
Uh, at least one person is going to need a couple of dice. Not in a way that really matters, but in a way that it would be helpful. And if you like to roll imaginary digital dice like I do, that doesn't require you to do anything.
Yeah.
I will check again for pizza and grab dice.
Nice.
Because I want to have some physical click clacks.
I try to open the door for these things for you.
Perfect. Great. I'll be back in a couple moments.
Wow.
Also,
You
thanks
keep
again, Jamie, for the pizza. I really appreciate it.
Atomic Sorcery says silent stream. Are we having? Did we have a little issue here? I did see a viewer number blip. Can you guys hear us? Do we exist in the world? Validate us.
Yeah. Let us know if we're talking into the void. Well, I guess I can unmute mine, and then I'll find out, won't I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just paused, so that's not helpful. Oh, no, I can hear me.
Okay.
Hmm.
We exist, but we didn't exist for a second, perhaps. Sorry about that.
Sure. We were in a coma, but we didn't actually die.
We're still alive.
Sorry to anyone in a coma out there that was insensitive. I hope you're enjoying this. Okay. It wasn't bad the first
great.
time.
It's great.
It was maybe bad the second time.
Thanks, Kurt. Thanks. Do you guys want to hear a review of Picari Sweat?
I hate its name. Autumn
actually-
makes a correct observation that the audio is slightly delayed.
Is it currently delayed?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Interesting.
Yes, where our lips aren't quite in sync.
Okay, well, something weird is going to happen. But we'll be back. Just a minute. Boop.
Ba-doop.
And I think we should be better. Let us know if that works.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll stop doing my
You
waiting
don't have
song.
to do that, yeah.
Really, it is rude because if I was to do a waiting song, I would choose bossa nova, and so I wasn't really going with my heart
Not
on
really.
that one.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for being honest with us. I appreciate that.
I try to be. I love bossa nova, but that has problems because it means I also love elevator music. And so sometimes if a song that sounds like the most boring song you've ever heard in your life comes on, you can just turn your head and I'll be there like, hot dog. Oh, listen to that hot beat.
Bossa Nova. What's an
Yeah.
example of a Bossa Nova song?
The girl from Ipanema.
Well, that didn't help me.
Gosh, there's a lot of them. I really
Sing
thought.
it. Sing it.
I don't know if it's under copyright or not, unfortunately, because I think it's from the 60s, not like the 20s. Bossa Nova is a genre that is principally, I guess, associated with jazz and South America, of course, where it originates from.
Is Jamie correct that it's like Nintendo Wii music?
Yes, actually, Jamie's pretty
Yeah.
correct. A lot of the applications on the Wii did draw from Bossa Nova. And actually, if you're a fan of The Sims 1, there are elements of Bossa Nova present in some of those tracks as well. It's just this, like, it's got this syncopated kind of way that the notes are voiced, usually guitar driven. It's just the coolest shit. It's not cool, like in a grand sense. I don't think anyone's like, that's so cool. But like me specifically, I think it's a beautiful genre. No, I'm looking through this list of like well-known bossa nova tracks, and I'm like, if he doesn't know the girl from Ipanema, it's simply not gonna happen.
Yikes. I'm a lost cause. I'm sorry, folks.
I will put some on the next time we're hanging out together, and then you'll go, I could be in an elevator. I once I was on a boat, and it's so hard for me to say that and not think about
The
that
song.
song. But I was on a boat and I had the aux. That's right. I had the aux upon a boat. So I was playing the music and I put on a bossa nova album, and one of the three others on the boat lay on the floor and looked up at the sky and said, I feel like a billionaire, which is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
A billionaire.
It's also like, I
so specific.
can't imagine that would feel good, honestly.
Being a billionaire?
Yeah, I think people imagine that it would, but I think it would probably be kind of awful in a lot of ways.
I think a lot of the time it would be awful, but there's probably some good moments.
Sure, for sure, yeah. Maybe I'm feeling a bit of, maybe I'm under the influence of another piece of writing right now because I'm currently reading through The Art of Frugal Hedonism,
Okay.
which is a
Okay.
book sort of
Interesting.
about, yeah, it's about, I guess, enjoying the little pleasures, but framed in a way that I think maybe attracts more flies than it otherwise would. It's neat. Sort of somewhere between mindfulness and don't blow your money on things that don't make you happy just because they're easier in your brain for a second.
Nice. Okay, I like that. I like that. I feel like the blurb online says like something about enjoying more sunsets, which I feel like
Sure.
general
Sure.
good wisdom. A friend of mine was like trying to tell me, he was like, I was outside the other day and like the sun was setting and I looked at the sky and I was like, I think we're in a simulation because we just get like a graphics upgrade because it's like so beautiful. And I was like, yeah, I think it kind of always is, which is kind of crazy that we miss it so often. But if you couldn't see sunsets except for like in one place in the world, everybody would travel there. It would be a hot destination.
It would be. I was learning something today, as I often do.
You often do.
I don't know if you've ever noticed that during an eclipse of the Earth blocking the moon, not the other way around. I always forget which one is which, but
Earth
I'm pretty sure that's a
blocking
lunar
the sun
eclipse.
from the moon is a lunar eclipse.
Yes, okay. I didn't want to say it because there was like a 35% chance that I was going to get it backwards. I can never keep the two straight. Have you ever had something that you can't keep two things, like this one is this and this one's that, and your way to try and remember is, oh, it's the opposite of what I think? But then that's a horrible strategy because eventually that technique will wear off, right? Because you'll think the right thing. Bad plans.
That's for me spelling the word recommend. I can never remember which one has a double letter, and I always like, it's not what you think, and then I still get it wrong.
That's a tough one. So, the moon. During a lunar eclipse, the moon is being blocked by the Earth, but you might notice that the moon has a kind of red color, irrespective of the fact that it's being blocked from direct light from the sun. And in fact, it's not irrespective of that. The reason that the moon looks a little bit red is that the light of the sun is curving around our atmosphere, being bent
In the
by the
atmosphere.
molecules in the atmosphere.
Right.
All the other colors are getting scattered. The blues are all gone off into space, right? But the reds swing around and end up hitting the moon. So, in a sense, the moon is therefore experiencing all of Earth's sunsets at the same time. Because it's the same light, right?
Wow.
It's those edges of the Earth,
It's the
of the
sunsets
light, that
reflected
band.
off the moon.
Yeah. So when we see the red moon, we're seeing Earth's sunsets reflected back at us.
That's cool shit. I really like that.
It's cool shit.
That's so cool. I was flying back from the UK a couple weeks ago. Did I actually say this on stream? I don't remember. I think I did actually. And we were like flying over the south tip of Greenland. And I was like looking down. It was like midday, and we were kind of like flying through midday kind of constantly the way that we were flying. So we had like a really long noon. And because the sun was like almost directly overhead, as I looked down on the ice, I could see a perfect circular rainbow because the water was correct to to refract it back at my eye, and so we just had this disc of rainbow that was chasing me across the ocean. It was pretty cool.
A fascinating question has passed through our chat. Also, thank you for the validation, those of you who have come along. Otto with your bossa nova, Jamie with your memory challenges. I see you. Anthony, what do you feel about adjectives? Some maybe too big, some maybe too overused.
It does. I think your instinct is right. I feel the same way that some adjectives which tell you something like useful and material about the thing are quite useful. Often, you have a little risk of overuse, but some adjectives that are telling somebody how they should feel about the thing that you're describing. I think, depending on your writing style, oftentimes are not very useful to the narrative writer. You don't want to tell somebody something's amazing. And maybe only very seldomly do you want to use that, and only for like large effect, like to say that something is awesome is perhaps a thing you want to do very occasionally. I don't know. Those are my first thoughts. Kurt, you do some writing. You have any thoughts?
Yeah, I feel like most of the time when we say the big adjectives, we don't even mean them. Like someone will say, "Poof, we got the report in on time," and then you'll say, "That's amazing." I mean, you aren't amazed, are you? You're really not. You mean, that's good. But if you say that's good, it's so diluted that at this point it sounds like you're like, well, that's good.
I think we have like an inflation problem with adjectives, right? Like you start to
Little
use,
bit.
you want to use something that has impact, and then you use it more, and then it doesn't have impact anymore. Which means that like in English at least, the amount of words we use to mean good, like just good, have been like expanding over time. So things like awesome, which used to have maybe a more specific meaning, yeah, now just kind of mean good.
1000% agree. And that's the most tangible representation of it. That one, language changes, and language only exists as a means by which to communicate your intent. And I do not judge those who have used an idiom in a way that feels right for them. But 1000% personally, I can't do it.
No, what about 1,000,000%?
I mean, at that point, like it's already we're already past the mark, right? It doesn't matter after that point. If you say 1,000,000,000%, it's not that different. I feel like 1,000,000,000%. Amanda has rejoined us, so why don't we jump into our destiny tonight?
We could actually play games.
What dice did we need? What types?
20.
Ah, right. Is that what we sent you away to do? Or
Pizza.
was there pizza
Also,
activation?
Did you get pizza?
Not yet.
What? Where is pizza?
Dang.
I don't know. I don't know where pizza is yet. But
Everybody
I think it's
send
just they
pizza
sent
to
it to me
Amanda.
early. I mean, they already did. They already did send pizza to me. I think it's just maybe that they're not actually close at all, and that was a missend for the texts. But I'm keeping an eye on my phone so that I don't miss it if they message me. So
Okay.
that's all I can do. And if I don't get pizza, don't worry, Jamie. You will get a refund. If you're still here, you will get a refund because I'll let them know.
I'll let
but
them know.
I'm
I'll
pretty
let
sure
'em
we'll
know.
get pizza. This
Good,
happens
good.
sometimes. It's not a perfect system, but it's a system. And no one else does it, so gotta give them props for that.
Yeah. Game time.
Game time.
All right, so D20s?
You will need dice depending on what we end up being. One of us will be a newcomer. Two of us will be little gods.
Oh, different dice, huh? Okay.
Well, the newcomer needs a few additional dice just for setup.
Okay.
Two 6-sided dice.
Okay.
And then, sorry, the the little gods. I don't actually know if you need d20s or not. I know the newcomer also needs d20s, but I forget if the little gods have to do any rolling. I've got it down in my notes here, but yeah,
We'll get there
20-sided,
when we get there, but I
6-sided.
got all the dice in the world. I got a big bag of dice.
A big old bag of dice.
Big old
So I have all
bag.
sizes in my bag. Yeah. So we're good.
I was recently shocked by just how many dice some folks own when a friend of mine told me that he had 200 dice sets.
200 dice sets.
Sets. Yeah.
Oh my
That's like
gosh.
a chest of dice.
The storage
like-
on that.
I was shaken.
Yeah, that's gotta
Shaken
be
and
like
stirred.
200 sets of dice has to be like a box, like at least this big, like filled with like solid dice, just dice all the way down.
That's so
It's an
wild.
That's
Absolute
a lot of dice.
load of dice. So that's what I'll
I feel
say.
like I have a lot of dice, and I have more dice sets than this bag. But even just the fact that this bag, when I started, you know, had like maybe that many dice, and now it's like literally bursting with dice. It's like, girl, that's a lot of dice.
a
That's a
lot of
lot
dice.
of
Girl,
dice.
that's a lot of dice.
Yeah, but you
Where
know,
you get
dice
those
I think are
dice,
easy to
girl?
collect. It's like collecting bathing suits. It's just they're small, so you could have a bunch of them. Why are you laughing?
That's an interesting insight.
It's just so on my side of the gender spectrum. It's so deeply unrelatable. The idea of being like, wow.
Yeah, I guess your
more
guys
of
aren't
them.
as small, but like if you have a lot of string bikinis, you're like, well, that's
You can have
I
a
could
ton
have
of
like
them.
50 of those, and it takes up no space. Same
Whoa.
with dice. Dice are like of the nerd world. They are the bikinis of the nerd world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dice.
Sure.
'Cause you can
I
have so
am-
many.
Uh-huh.
I am thrilled that you doubled down on that. I do.
Yes, I stand by it.
And you
I
like to
stand
check out other people's. Uh,
Dice?
yeah.
Yes.
You know, when you're at the table. I'm just looking for other ways that they're similar. I'm just really trying to explore this metaphor.
I don't know. Do you enjoy looking at other people's swimsuits, Anthony, while they're at the table?
People don't usually wear swimsuits
at
at
the table.
tables.
That doesn't make any
is
sense
the
to me.
problem there.
At the pool?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, I guess they are similar in that way. I do enjoy seeing what swimsuits people are wearing. I don't know. Swimsuit fashion is a whole thing. I wish I owned more swimsuits, is what I'm saying.
How many swimsuits do you actually own? Because I think I've only ever owned one in my whole life. I mean, like, at a time.
I own more than one at a time. How many do I own?
That's the question.
We can't. There's the amount of clothing that Amanda has is an absolutely like catastrophic total, and we're simply not
It's
going to
not
make Amanda face
true.
that.
It's not true. I don't know. I would say I probably have at least like 20 bathing suits, but I have like one cubby that's just bathing suits.
Just a cubby's
So-
worth. Doesn't you don't really need to measure it in
it's like on a
numbers, just in
calyx,
cubbies.
you know, like on a calyx,
The
like
calyx.
one calyx square
unit worth. Okay,
worth
that's
of
a reasonable
swimwear.
amount of swimwear. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too much, I don't think, but it's not, and it's not in one of the proper holders, so it's just like in a bag in that area, so it's not actually taking up the entire space. To be clear,
You're
it's not
totally
a full
fine.
calyx.
That's okay. It's a half
But-
calyx. A half cow?
It's yeah, but I am also the type of person that when I go to something and there's swimming involved, I will bring like 2 or 3 swimsuits for like one outing.
Just for the
And
vibe.
if I'm going, yeah, and if I'm going somewhere, like if I'm on vacation and there's going to be pools or beaches, or even if I'm going to somewhere where there's a hotel and there's going to be like maybe a pool or a hot tub, I have to at least bring 2 swimsuits. Like
Wow.
that's minimum.
That's wild. Okay.
And I usually like to bring at least like 4, or if I'm going for like somewhere that's like fun in the sun and that's the vibe, then I'm gonna bring like 7 or 8 swimsuits. I'm gonna bring like as many as I have days.
Wow. Are you doing?
Because I like to change my vibe.
Amazing. Are you looking for opportunities to do like midday like costume changes?
Yeah, I do like to do midday costume changes when I'm on vacation. Yeah, I do. I dress for like each part of the day. If I can. Like obviously if you're somewhere and like you're out and that's like your entire day, you're going to be out like walking or exploring or adventuring, then it's obviously like what's just the best fit for the overall day. Maybe some layers depending on where you are.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if I'm traveling and like we're in a stationary place, like I'm at a convention or you know somewhere where like we're on a resort or at a hotel or something, then I will literally be like, I'm just gonna go back to the room and like change to my other outfit. Then I'll come down and be like in a different outfit for dinner or like in a different outfit for the morning. I'll change swimsuits midday and stuff like that. So I am that bitch.
Are you folks writing this down? Because these are the tips. You too could be that bitch.
You could be that bitch.
I think it's
But
time we
that's-
played a game, guys.
Let's play. I am so ready. Did we stall for enough time?
We don't need to stall. It's ready.
Oh, I just saw you doing stuff on the sheet, and I was like,
Yeah, that's because you were chatting.
Oh,
These
okay.
I'm just prettifying.
man, I was like extending that because I thought I needed to, but I didn't even need to.
Oh, I see.
That's a
Gotcha.
great excuse in life, by the way. If you've been like happily ranting for a bit, you're like, I was just stalling for you, you know, to fix
I
this.
was
just
covering your ass, actually.
I just saw things happening in the corner of my eye, and I wasn't sure, like you bolding stuff and things, and I was like, does Kurt need to finish this? Should I wait till he says?
I will tell you
No?
what happened. What happened was Anthony said, "Oh, maybe I should arrange this so that like there's a way for the folks to see the spreadsheet." And I was like, "The
Oh.
spreadsheet can't be witnessed."
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
this
because
is my fault.
you're just formatting it a little bit more visually. Yeah, I know. Because I was like, I don't know if you changed anything, so I was a little like, what?
Oh no, nothing of importance.
No, but you made it more grandiose.
Just a little pretty.
Great
So-
adjective.
Did I overdo it? I'd say it's
no.
pretty grandiose. Everything was a lot more like compact before. This is bolder, bigger, better.
Kurt, how do we learn how to play this game? Do we have a
So-
thing that we should read this time?
Yeah, it's in the place where we keep our files.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Cool. Here's how it's gonna go. This is a game of small guardians, embodiments of the flavors and whims of the big city, who shepherd the newcomer in their journey to find a permanent home. The city is the domain of the little gods, who embody the world and bring its details to life. They work in unison, adding color and richness to each other's creations. Each little god represents a facet of the city, adding whether the ebb and flow of the rivers, traffic and fashions, or the cozy warmth of a crackling fireplace and hot curry from a street vendor.
Yum.
During the game, these little gods take an active role in the life of a single migrant, a newcomer to the big city. The newcomer is an outsider, someone who gets to experience the wonders of the city for the first time, just as we, the players, are experiencing the city for the first time. What parts of the city will imprint upon them, and what aspects of the newcomer will imprint upon the city? So, one of us is going to be the newcomer. Every scene, you'll be the newcomer, and you're going to be sort of reacting to the city as we build it. Everybody else is going to be the little gods. Each of us will be one different little god. But the categories are fascinating and broad, so don't worry if that sounds restrictive.
Okay.
And then we'll just sort of go scene by scene with gods taking turns setting something up and exploring it, usually motivated by your deal, whatever your god's whole deal is.
Okay.
So, of those present, does anyone have an inclination to be the newcomer or to be a little god?
The hardest part of the stream when we have
Right, they're
to
all
decide
good.
what we're gonna be. Yeah.
Like, there's no wrong answer in this one. I could see myself being a little god, but I could also see myself being the newcomer.
We have to
see
become
myself being a
less
little god.
flexible role-playing game players.
I
you
know, we're
We
too
need-
flexible. We need like a group where like everyone else is just like, here's how it's gonna be. Because
Yeah.
we're all the people that are like, whatever you guys want. I mean, I'm cool. I like
Terrible
them all.
curse.
It is.
I once saw two grown adults fight over the color blue for 5 minutes.
Wow.
So I do not take this group for granted.
I would like to be blue.
Forever? Done. Can have blue forever.
I can hear the song now.
Abadi, abadai.
Abadai.
So no one has any preferences? Which means we get to play a fun game. Everybody got your D20s out?
Oh, should we roll for it?
Lowest roll is
also-
newcomer.
Lowest roll is
We could
newcomer.
also play chat casts us.
Nope, we're not going to do that. That'll take. Wait, we've already spent like a full
Way too
hour
long.
just vamping.
Messing around.
Roll in a d20.
Here we go. Uh-oh, I've gotten 18.
17.
14. And I thought I
Wow,
wasn't gonna be the lowest.
14 is the
Okay, so I'm the newcomer.
lowest.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Amanda Newcomer,
It's
me and
me, the
Kurt,
newcomer.
little tiny gods.
Little
I'm very
tiny
excited.
gods.
Okay.
This is like there's no losing in that role.
I know,
Roll high,
it's
roll
all
low.
good, right?
That's all good.
That's the dream. So together we're going to decide on a name and the general setting of the city. We're going to write them down. It could be mundane or magical, modern or historical, inspired by any region of the world. It should be a big city from the perspective of the newcomer,
Okay.
but it
Okay.
doesn't have to be like a true metropolis. It's the big city for them, and that's what matters. And then each of us is going to write down a location in the city that our role is particularly like attuned to, a landmark, a park, a shop, something like that.
Okay.
So we
Interesting.
might as well start with some general gists of our city. Are we feeling something contemporary or something historical?
I guess contemporary is my instinct.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Are we
I'm
feeling
down with contemporary.
something magical or something mundane other than, of course,
The
the
little
influence
gods.
of our little gods? But it could be like real magical, or it could be like just a little, glimpses.
Not really magical. Mate, was it magic? Was it the wind?
I could go for some magical realism.
Right?
Uh,
Does that,
okay.
are you basically saying right in the middle? Is that what that
Yeah,
means?
I think I'm
Yeah,
saying
magical
like
realism is like what magic that's implied, but something else might be going on.
yeah, like mostly the world exists and has the same rules that we expect, except
But
that
there's a
there
bit
is
of
like
whimsy
yeah, yeah, yeah,
hidden away.
yeah, and the magic is has
Right.
sort of consistent mechanics in some ways.
Right, right, right. So it's like this idea of like everyone else is just going about their day, but in the back alley, they're doing magic over there.
more like a subtle like there are
Oh,
fantastical elements that sort of like
yeah.
emanate through our world.
Sorry, my pizza I think is here. Hold on.
Pizza time.
There are magical elements that emanate through our worlds.
We gotta include the pizza, I think, in this world somehow.
Oh, there's
Um,
no question. I think it's going to have to play a central role.
yeah. And now that Amanda can't hear us, we can make secret little god plans and not tell her.
This is actually a great point to discuss this because it doesn't matter for her. Little gods, we are the little gods, the dust and bricks, the lights and steam, the hearths and stoops of this bounteous city. Each of us is going to pick one of the 6 little gods that are listed here.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Um, if
Ooh.
they are in the sheet, but they're also in the book. Um,
Guys,
yeah,
I'm gonna show you the book because the book is really beautiful.
that's true.
Wow, look at this. We have Tide Song, Ember Light, Glitter Spark, Oaken Heart, Flitterwing, and Rhyme Kissed. Yeah, that's all of them. Oof. Okay. What do you, anything calling out to you, Kurt?
Honestly, they're all so cool in their own way. There is an element of the elemental to it. I really didn't plan that sentence out
An
clearly
element of
when
the
I started
elemental?
it.
Nice.
An element of the elemental, I would say. Um, I'd be more personally more intrigued by maybe one of the weirder ones, because I mean, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
What do you characterize as one of the weirder ones?
Stuff like glitter spark, I feel like you would see less often. It says, "We are the neon sparks on welded metal. We are of energy and action, electric cars and soaring skyscrapers, of progress, invention, and excitement for the future. We live in the bright eyes of a high school robotics team and the fiery oration of a passionate politician. We live in cubicles, offices, and factories, in hearts filled with ambition and passion. We are glitter spark." But I also, the thing is, they're all great, and I love that pigeons are the first thing called out in Tide Song.
Ooh.
Amber
Yeah.
light, There's
And
like warmth. Whoa, pizza twice. I thought she was looking for one pizza, but now she got two of them.
He's pretty funny.
That's what I sound like in Anthony's mind.
Yeah, that's true. The chat has been talking about pigeon gods, and there it is in Tide Song.
Screw it. I'm Tide Song.
Whoa, he took it.
That's all it takes.
Wow.
That's how it goes, folks. You just say something often enough, and I will make it true. Which is the danger for Anthony and Amanda specifically, because they'll be like, ha ha, what if? And I'll be like, yes, it's true.
I'm thinking about Oakenheart. The description is, we are the city's roots, its brick foundations and well-trimmed grass, sorry. We are of solid stone, festival decorations, maple roots that crack the sidewalk, and local superstitions. We sleep beneath notice, in regional accents, local cuisine, and the parks where every teenager knows you can make out undisturbed. We are the foundations that keep the city standing. We are the traditions that bring us all together. We are Oakenheart. And their starting trait is traditional. It's interesting. Wait, there's also pigeons in Flitterwing. I guess there's a lot of pigeons in cities.
Hey, cities got pigeons. Don't tell me cities ain't got pigeons.
Maybe I should
lying.
be Flitterwing so that we can both be pigeon gods.
Just a pigeon collaboration.
2 pigeons. All
Two
pizza.
pigeons. Thanks for landing that one. I had nowhere to go with 2 pigeons.
2 pigeons.
All pizza. I've just got bossa nova stuck in my head. My head is empty, is what that means.
I feel like a billionaire.
I feel like a billionaire.
What kind of pizza did you get over there, Amanda? It looks complex.
Chicken, pineapple, banana peppers, hot banana peppers.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Anthony's instinct was correct.
It is
Is that what you
indeed.
thought it was?
No, just
Yeah, I called
that there was-
exactly that while you were away. That's crazy.
Oh, specific.
While you were away, Anthony and I started talking about what kinds of gods we might like to be. But there's other things we need to decide. We said the city's contemporary. We said it's got
Yes.
an essence of magical realism. I want to know if it is beside any bodies of water or other notable landmarks in the environment. Is it built onto a mountain?
Is it on the
in a
ocean?
desert? Is it on the ocean? Is it a major port or waterway?
Kurt,
Is
what's
it
your
the-
favorite city?
The one I picked is the challenge with that.
Oh, the one that you picked in real life.
Yeah.
What's your favorite city, Amanda?
My favorite city, like, in the whole world?
Yeah.
Paris.
Why?
Because of the architecture and the history. And Paris is just very, like, it was very clean when I went. Like, it was surprisingly clean for a huge city. I don't know if it still is.
I better check in on Paris.
But yeah, I just also feel like it has nice culture and it has so much, like, diverse little areas to it as well.
Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, what's your favorite city?
I suppose I have a bit of a Kurt problem where I'm like, well, I like this one that I live in.
Yeah.
Okay, but secondarily,
I will say I also do like Toronto. I do like the city I live in.
I would choose as like as a nice second or an exotic choice. I would choose Moscow because I spent a little bit of time there.
Ooh, what was Moscow like?
Moscow, at least the parts that I was in, were really cool because you can tell it's like built in like this like communist industrial style, right? There are these like blocks that are kind of like the same laid on top of each other, but it's also old enough already that there are like little like back alleys and forgotten places, and the city feels like quite organic, and I really like that sort of like weird juxtaposition of like at once it is like every building looks the same, and then two, you can like wander down the like back alleys and into like courtyards and find sort of hidden places and things that have been repurposed. I really
That's
like
cute.
that. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, well, that was supposed to inform us here, and then I got distracted just thinking about cities.
Cities, they are all different, and I did not remember that we were supposed to be thinking of cities.
Okay. Here's
I
what we're gonna
also
do.
love Phoenix, and I
Oh,
also,
okay.
yeah,
I've never
Phoenix,
been to
Arizona.
Phoenix.
It's a great city. I think
Okay.
it's really nice. Um, and I also really like New York City.
I
New York's
haven't been
cool.
to cities that are super different from the cities that I grew up near and around. I will confess. I
Fair.
haven't been to anything that's radically culturally different. I
Mm.
am not a traveler. If you ever found me on a dating app, which you never will, sorry, honey, that door is
He's
closed.
taken.
He's taken.
So many people out there who've been like swiping like mad through this whole stream, and are like, ah, shit.
Sorry, folks, that door is closed. It would not say that I like travel. It would, in fact, be like, travel stinks. I probably wouldn't say that. Because that being a huge jerk about things other people like isn't really my style. But I don't know. Discover the joy in your own environment. Find who you are.
I also do really like Montreal. Montreal's a really nice
It's a
city.
good choice.
Yeah, Quebec is awesome. Love Quebec City. La Revanche, I could spend all day there. That's a board game cafe. Um, anyway, none of that
Okay, one
accomplished
pitch.
anything yet.
One pitch. What
Well, it
about?
gave us ideas for what we like.
Okay. I have two ideas. One, simple idea. What if we live in like one of the oldest cities on Earth, and it's just sort of like there's just
One of
like
the oldest cities on Earth.
there's like 10,000 years of construction on this single place, and just like an unfathomable depth
What?
of history
Things
in
on
this
things on
place.
things. Sure.
I like it.
And then my other pitch was, what if each of us just chose like one moment in history that's happened here, like one version of the city that's stacked on top of each other in this place, just to add some depth, you know? Like, for example, you could have like, well, I don't know, what am I thinking? I was thinking like, okay, you could have like communist pre-manufactured city, and then you could have
There was a revolution.
yeah.
Sure. That kind of stuff. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
We'll start. Pirate City. At one point, it was the city of the vagabonds and the criminals. A city where all the stolen goods would come to be swapped. And it was full of life, but full of disease. And for a brief, beautiful moment, free of the control of any particular political power. And I think the vestiges that it leaves are like you can't stamp out that spirit entirely, and so in the forgotten places you still have like anarchist collectives and beautiful black markets and a feeling of freedom.
It had a tech boom in the 80s, and I think there's still these legacy. They're no longer like on the leading front of tech, and so you see computer stores that have been open for 45 years. You see technology that was state of the art and then just isn't. What's this?
I'm listening. No, I'm just
Oh, she's listening with her hands.
Okay, great. That's how I usually listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not how I talk. So I think, yeah, we see a lot of infrastructure that was built during a big boom period. But the actual like computing technologies are dated now. But they're all
Okay.
very local and regional is the thing.
Right.
So it's kind of got a different flavor to it. I don't know
Cool.
what that looks like yet.
I like that. A super localized tech boom that has started to gray and turn to dust.
Yeah.
think during the Prohibition era, this was a city where a lot of booze was smuggled through. I think it's a port.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It has to be a port, right? Because we've
Mhm.
The
Pirate
pirates.
City. That makes sense. Great.
Pirate City.
Okay. Done.
Cool. Okay. Should
Some
we?
of the biggest criminals in the world at one point, multiple of them lived in this city. This sounds like
Doubling
it has a
down.
lot of history with crime, actually. I'm not thinking about
Yeah, you did say
You
you
did.
did you
pirates.
did double down on
You
that.
did. You did make it that way.
Even before with the pirates.
Yeah. um. Can we also put a castle mount in the middle of the city? If it's gonna be old,
Sure.
it should have a good reason.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Sure. Done. Okay.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I think our city's name is Freehold.
Okay.
I like that a lot.
Nice.
I was gonna say Crime City.
Glad I spoke first.
Crime City.
They call it Crime City.
Welcome to Crime City. You'll never guess the histories we. Oh yeah, no, it is crime. It is. It's funny you say that. It is actually.
It's
crime.
actually crime. Do we have to choose landmarks? Is that what we do collectively? Nice. Is there any like big landmark in the tech district? Wow. Just one second, guys. Just before we go further, somehow I lost your sound. Uh, I believe you guys. I believe the stream can hear me, but not you guys. Let me just double check here. It's kind of weird. Yeah, for sure. Can you talk again?
Hello.
Okay.
This is me talking again.
Hello. We
think-
continue to talk.
You should be back. Can you guys talk just a little bit more?
Sure.
Yeah.
These are more words from my mouth.
Nice. Okay. I think
These are more words from my mouth.
based on the little bubbles and lights on my screen, we should be good. Jamie says you're back.
Chat?
Perfect. Okay.
Okay. What
Um,
happened? What a
I
strange
don't know-
occurrence.
I don't know where we lost you, but what were you saying?
Oops. Well, let's just reestablish the things that we
What
learned.
were we saying?
We've learned that it's an old city, was a pirate city. I said there was a tech boom in the 80s, so there's dated, localized, odd retro technology. Amanda said it was a booze smuggling city. There's a port. Anthony said that there's a castle. I guess you already knew that. So there's a port, there's a castle, and I said there's a historic tech district with a giant building shaped like an old cell phone. Beige rises into the sky, a bunch of buttons on the front. And I do think it was maintained, by the way. I was getting into that. I think maybe because this is a city that had to sort of get what they could, and maybe there weren't powers that be at some point. I do think there was a level of care and maintenance as well that went with these things. I think things are taken care of here. So this old ass like cell phone tower, not in a literal sense, but in a different kind of literal
Yes,
sense,
the cell phone tower.
Yes.
does look very well kept, but it's
The so old.
so old.
Old.
Children wouldn't recognize it as a phone.
Excellent. Okay, sweet. What do we have to set up next?
We've got our 3 landmarks. I should just write cell phone building.
Cell phone building.
Now that we have these things, the newcomer, Amanda, has
Yeah.
to establish 4 traits. I'll read your little brief out loud. I am a migrant, a traveler who has come to this city in search of a better life and new opportunities. I own very little, but I am talented and excited for what the world has in store for me. Amanda, you are going to be making 4 traits, and there is a prompt for each of them. How I prefer to solve problems, what skills or talents I'm proud of, what I will always miss from home, and what drew me to this city. So you must find some way to answer these 4 questions, and I will give you examples of how this could possibly be a trait. Here are examples from the book. Faces problems directly and head on. Proud blacksmith and metalworker. Left behind an extended family of older siblings. Looking for stability and a reliable life. So your trait will be a handful of words, but it describes something about you past your context.
Okay. So I pick them from something, or I just make them?
No. You've got a set of 4 prompts on the spreadsheet. How I prefer to solve problems, what skills or talents I'm proud of, what I will always miss from home, and what drew me to the city. But you're on your own, girl. You got to figure out what that means.
Do you have any idea for your character? Like any initial inspiration?
Well, I was kind of thinking of Molly Ringwald.
Okay, interesting. That's fun. Okay. Does that give you a name to start with, or do you need to decide on that later?
Well, I was thinking Molly Ringwald would be my name.
What
That's like a real person, though. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I know that's a real person.
But if you just
Crime City, featuring Molly Ringwald. I should have given Amanda a god. The gods don't get to pick names.
What if Amanda was just sort of inspiration, and maybe your first name could be Molly, but you could be a new character that you created instead of literally a person?
Well, I could just happen to have the same name. I'm sure Molly Ringwald isn't the only one in the world.
Okay, well.
Are there other Molly Ringwalds? I think so. Molly Ringwald, Texas. Let's see what comes up.
Are we in like a world where Molly Ringwald, the actor, is also a real person, and this has like been something that's kind of like haunted you throughout your life? Is that everyone's like, oh, I like that actor, and you're like, yeah, but
No,
like
actually,
that's also
it's
my
not.
name.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay,
I don't think
nice.
I'm the Molly Ringwald, but I'm a Molly Ringwald.
Okay, I like that.
Is that-
I think that's great. Actually, I
Sure.
think that's good.
You're Molly Ringwald, but not that.
Not that.
Not
Molly
the
Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I think I do have red hair. So
My
that's
god's name
it.
is Tom Cruise.
What? Tom Cruise? That's too crazy.
That's too crazy.
That's too crazy.
Okay, so your character's name is Molly Ringwald. What we know is that they've been plagued by having the same name as a famous actress. Were they named after Molly Ringwald was famous? How old are they?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So then it says something interesting about their parents, who are either like out to lunch, not aware of popular culture, or obsessed with Molly
really love
Ringwald,
Molly
or
Ringwald.
I think Molly was hold on a second.
we're doing some fact searching on Molly Ringwald. I think you've also spelled her name differently on the spreadsheet than her name is spelled in real life. So that's also a new,
No, I don't
That's
think
the
so.
magical realism element of this game.
Oh, I see.
That's how you spell her name.
I kind of think there's a W-A-U-L-D happening in her name, but am I wrong?
I thought it was W-O-L-D, and now I'm like,
I think we're both wrong. I think Amanda's right. It's just Ringwald the way.
here we are roasting poor Amanda for spelling
I'm
a
the real
name
fan,
correctly.
clearly.
Men
Who would have thought the person that wants to play as Molly Ringwald
knows how her name is spelled.
knows how to
Crazy.
spell Molly Ringwald?
Interesting.
Not me.
Yeah, so I think I was born just after. Well, I think I was actually born just after it fell out of popularity. So, like the early 2000s.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say, is it like modern day, like it's 2025?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So I'll say I am, I guess, maybe like 22.
Nice.
Sure.
Amanda's playing a Gen Z.
Yeah. I'm
Gen Z
playing
Molly
Gen
Ringwald.
Z, Gen Z Molly Ringwald, and I think it was also like a relative's name though. So I don't know if I
It's a
wasn't
family
named
name.
for
I see.
Molly Ringwald, but I
Gotcha.
think it was like
Okay.
my great great grandmother's name.
Okay. So we can infer that your parents are traditional in the face of many reasons to not name their child that. Uh,
Yeah,
nice. I like that. Okay. So
yeah.
how does Molly prefer to solve problems, Amanda?
Molly prefers to avoid problems until they go away.
Okay. Can I write that down for you?
Yes.
Avoid things. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I can't because you're currently
Oh,
you
do I
control
need
that
to?
cell. You
I
can do
don't
it.
know if I. Oh, did I? Oh, I guess I am selecting it. Avoid problems until they go away.
Nice. So one of your traits is that you're great at avoiding.
I'm great at avoiding.
What
Yep.
skills or talents is Molly proud of? What's the most Molly thing?
What's the most Molly thing? I think Molly is very proud of the fact that she got into her favorite school, like her first pick, for school when she was in like college.
Okay. So very academically, very smart,
Um,
book smart.
yeah, like how did she get in?
Yeah.
I think that she did a lot of after school activities
So like,
on top of having like pretty good grades.
hardworking,
Yeah, she's
diligent,
determined, I would
determined.
say maybe.
Okay, and she's proud of it.
Determined and
Determined and
yeah,
proud.
determined. What do I write? Do I write what caused that or do
I
I
think just
write
determined is great.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
We're getting a stubborn vibe here because your two traits so far are avoid problems until they go away and determined.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
You're far from home. We know this. What are you going to miss from home?
I think I'm going to miss the plants. I
Ooh.
think there are specific like trees and like flowers that like just aren't native to this place.
Mm,
So they don't grow here because the climate is different.
cool.
So nature, I guess. Yearning for flora. Perfect.
I've written yearning for flora.
Perfect. Right.
Okay. You have a love of the plants of home. You are yearning for flora. Finally, you're far from home, but something's brought you here. What drew you to Freehold?
I think I'm on the run.
Crime City?
I'm on the run. I'm running away from my problems.
Okay,
And
okay.
it brought
Is
me
it
here.
you're avoiding again? Is there anything we can do to like kind of give a new spin on it? Is there something particular that you are running from?
Um, I think I'm running from complacency.
Okay, so you actually like got bored and too comfortable in your previous
I'm
life.
worried that I'm stagnating in my life and
Okay.
I want to go somewhere else to try to, yeah, challenge myself and have new experiences because I'm just not sure if I'm where I'm meant to be.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Good.
But also, maybe I'm on the run. Who's to say?
Okay, we'll leave that door open. I've written afraid of stagnation. Is this fair?
Yep, that's
Okay.
good.
So our traits for Molly Ringwald, not that Molly Ringwald, are good at avoiding, determined, yearning for flora, and afraid of stagnation. I think it's kind of cool. I like this. I like this Molly.
Okay. You like this Molly Ringwald?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I'm glad.
Kurt and I have chosen little gods while you were away. Maybe we should tell
Okay.
you a little bit about them.
Yes. Please tell me about your little gods. Why I got my pizza.
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 So we're playing a pair of pigeon gods.
All right.
There's more going on.
Not exclusively. That's just one
A
emanation.
pair
who we
of
are.
pigeon gods. Okay.
Yeah.
Very city. Very city slicker gods.
No, okay. Let's tell you exactly what these are. Kurt, what god are you playing?
I am playing as Tide Song. We are the tides, the ebb and flow. We are the wheeling flocks of pigeons, steady trickles of regular customers, and roaring torrents of tourists. We sing of fashion trends coming back in style, of a healing heart after a broken courtship, and a blossoming restaurant after a rundown neighborhood. We are of gentrification and of decay, a new mayor's inauguration, and knowing that the sun will rise each morning. We are Tide Song.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, cool.
Kurt's trait is cyclical.
Who are you? Okay.
Yeah.
He'll be using the game. And I've chosen something like a little bit in contrast just to kind of create a bit of a dynamic. So I have chosen Flitterwing. We are the zephyrs, scattering leaves, constant action. We are of whim and want, flighty pigeons and one-night stands, of impulse and artist galleries and the joy of a bet that paid out. We are surprise birthday parties and the first crisp wind of an autumn morning. We are Flitterwing. And my trait is impulsive.
Cool.
You sound like my kind of god, I think. As Molly Ringwald. I think Molly Ringwald.
She's afraid
would
of
be great.
stagnation.
Oh, it's just Molly Ringwald?
Pardon? Just Molly Ringwald?
Amanda herself is not impulsive, right?
Never been.
No, I wouldn't say I'm super impulsive. Maybe there was a time. But I wouldn't say. I would say for me, my god would actually probably be more Kurt's god, but I think for Molly Ringwald's,
Okay.
you're more
Noted.
of a kind of god. But maybe I'm wrong.
Interesting.
Maybe I'm more impulsive than I think.
You're more impulsive
did
than
just-
me.
I did just create a character named Molly Ringwald, which is
It's kind of
maybe
impulsive.
kind of feels
Impulsive.
weird and impulsive. Yeah.
You're quite impulsive.
Anthony
in
and
these
I are
games.
also famously pretty low risk individuals.
That's
Our
true.
risk tolerance
Yeah,
is
maybe like for you guys,
low.
I'm pretty impulsive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair,
it's,
fair.
it's possible. Very possible.
So here's how this is going to work. Now that we have our characters set up, actually there's a tiny bit more. Amanda has to make a roll or two. Amanda is going to, so this is kind of strange. In addition to Amanda's traits, Amanda has sort of like taken our aspects, so our traits rather, as aspects that Molly Ringwald is going to be sort of dealing with over the course of the game. I'm going to get into that in a second, but in short, each of the traits that the newcomer has starts at 6. And that's also true of the gods. Each of the traits that the gods have starts at 6. The gods start with 1 trait. Over the course of the game, we will gain new traits as our characters change and we're faced with different situations that might shape us one way or another. Aspects are another thing to the game, and I'm going to ask Amanda if you could roll 3d6 twice and then assign 1 sum to each of the aspects that you've been given, which are again the same thing as the starting traits for Anthony and I. So in this case, cyclical and impulsive. One will get the sum from 3d6 and the other will get the sum from 3d6.
So my first 3d6 I got is 14.
Cool. Now roll your second one and decide which goes for what.
The second one is 9.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
so I'll go with 9 to cynical and 14 to impulsive.
Cyclical.
Cyclical. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I said. 14 to impulsive and 9 to cyclical.
Cool. So aspects, I'll just explain really quick. Those are like the newcomers' tendencies, methods for solving problems during their life. When you're trying to enact change in the world, you can choose which aspect you're using and then roll d20. All the
Okay,
rolls from now on are d20.
okay,
Equal or below succeed. So high numbers in your stats are good. High numbers in your roll are bad.
Okay.
If you succeed, your aspect gets reduced by one. If you fail, your aspect gets increased by one. So it's just kind of an ebb and flow. It'll go up and down over the course of the game. Uh, Weirdly, this element is almost kind of optional because the traits thing is way more central.
Okay.
So let's talk about that now. Anthony and I, as little gods, will be alternating turns as a GM figure, essentially. We're going to choose one of our traits. We only have one to start, to be the focus of the scene. And then we're going to ask you, as the newcomer, Amanda, how you want to interact with that trait.
okay.
It's going to provide an opportunity for that trait to be challenged. So if my thing is cyclical, maybe your character brings into light the fact that actually things are changing and not going back to the way that they were.
Right.
It's an opportunity for me to lean into that if I find that interesting. During that scene, I'm going to act as a kind of GM, and Anthony will be there as a secondary player, taking on characters and people who mirror Zephyr's traits, Anthony's gods
Right.
traits. Could be people, but it could also be just like animals, traffic, weather, just elements in the scene that
Trash.
Anthony feels are relevant. Cool. So the moment that we're building towards with scenes is challenging traits. If another player has created a situation that challenges one of your character's traits, you roll a d20. If the roll is equal or below, you hold firm. If the roll is higher, you fail. And in failing, you're going to create a new, more specific trait that describes how your core self has changed from the interaction and give it a value one higher than the trait that was challenged. So over the course of play, we're going to get new traits, all three of us. And this will change sort of who our characters are. And that's pretty much all we need to know to just like jump in. Scenes don't have to have challenges in them. We could just play out a scene and go like, that was cool.
Okay.
What a cool way to design evolution of character.
Yeah, it's all about that, I
Very
think.
cool. Yeah, that's really cool. I really like that. Cool. Cool, cool.
All right. I'm interested to see how this plays. I feel like I gotta like get in to get a feel for it.
Then I can be primary god
Oh,
first.
sure. That would be great.
Anthony, as a quick point of reference, there's a little like agendas of primary or secondary god.
Yeah, perfect. I see it.
Cool. Um, Molly finds herself in the castle's botanical garden.
Mm-hmm.
In this particular season, I think the leaves are starting to unfurl on these plants. I don't know if it was cold or not, but I'll tell you that this is a time in which big growth happens in the local flora. And so we see all of these plants that are not flowering, but are bursting forth with new leaves, a flush. There's tea trees that have produced fresh Darjeeling. There's false orange trees, which have a rich scent in the air. There's Chinese rhubarb that is scattered throughout the botanical gardens, and other less familiar plants that you wouldn't be able to pick out or have a point of reference for. Um, and I think there is a gardener here. Snip, 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 in an almost metronome-like sound. She walks over. Have you been here before? She says, in a not unfriendly tone.
Uh, no, this is my first time. I'm new to the city.
You look it. That's not to say that you shouldn't. There's many things to see here in Freehold. May I ask, if it's not too intrusive, where you're from? Ah, no. That was a trick, I think. Perhaps played on myself. We can't ask people that in Freehold. Even after all these years, I'm still learning.
Is
What
that
are you what are
part
you
of the
thinking
history?
about? Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh. I know the city's really old. I mean, it's definitely feels, um, I guess lived in is the term. Like there's just feels like there's a lot of people that have come through here that have really uh mixed things up.
Snip,
And she leans
snip.
in to sniff um like a nearby flower.
Sure. It's an early blossom, and it's just sort of starting to come unfurled. Um, the gardener says something, and I think you don't catch it, but you realize it's the Latin name of the plant.
Oh.
Are you familiar?
Uh no. No. We've got completely different uh I've never seen this flower before. It's really it's really pretty though.
Uh, I think the gardener smiles pleasantly. Uh, and that snipping sound is enough to almost like lull one in a trance of sorts. Um, and I think we see a flock of birds pass overhead, um,
The
headed somewhere.
some of them drop down from the sky and land on the beautiful like lilac tree across from you. Um, they're like black gray looking birds, almost the size of a pigeon, but not quite. Sharper faced, more disconcerting in the sharpness of their feathers, and you see them start to very industriously chop away at the lilacs that are blooming, taking them up to the air, and you can see very quickly the entire tree is about to become de-lilaced in a matter of moments, unless you're to do
Um
something about it.
I am going to uh I am going to turn away from the tree and try to occupy myself with some other possible flowers in the garden. Is there any bushes or anything I can look at or I can see?
Oh yeah, there's I think there's a beautiful hedge in a kind of spiral pattern that goes further and further towards the center.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
not
go
a
over that way.
maze per se, but you know,
Right. Yeah,
yeah.
I'll wander over to that area. I think Molly's eyes sort of widen at horror and at what she's seeing, and she makes a kind of confused sort of face, like she's trying to figure out if this is normal or not. And then she turns away abruptly and heads towards the hedge.
Um, in the hedge, you can see these repeating patterns of little clusters of leaves. Each of them formed around I forget what the term is, so I won't use it. But the leaves have a very particular pattern that catches your eye because it's not something that you would see from back home. And I think there's little hints of purples too. Leaves or flowers or branches. It's hard to tell from here. Um, there's a also a sound. Someone is speaking from the center of the spiral, but you can't quite make out the words.
I will go towards the words and follow the voice.
It's two voices.
One of them suddenly stops. There was a back and forth and a back and forth, and one of them stops.
And so does the other one. And it's quiet and rustling. Are you going around the corner or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go around the corner.
There's a couple on a bench.
Yeah, there is.
Making out, just absolutely enraptured by each other. And like, it is like gorgeous, but like profane, obscene, something you're not supposed to see. And immediately, oh my gosh, we getting raided.
Oh, whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Welcome on in, Raiders.
Welcome,
Hey, folks.
welcome. Wow, I love this tea raid.
Tea raid, frankly, the best thing that could have happened.
I wish the tea raid
Hello.
brought real tea with them, because I could go for a tea right now. You guys
Don't
have
be
tea?
ungrateful,
Yeah.
Anthony.
I'm sorry.
Ashley. Thank you so much, Ashley, for the raid. Babu Frick for life. Yes, Puppy Shy. Did you see my reaction to Grogu and the Mandalorian and Grogu today? Should honestly be Grogu and the Mandalorian. Who are we kidding? But I'll take what I can get. Welcome on in, Raiders. Ashley, how was your stream? Thank you so much for bringing your folks in. This is Lies You'll Enjoy, which is a channel that I am on with my friends Kurt and Anthony, where every week we get together and we play a new little indie TTRPG game. Sometimes we do ongoing ones, but they're pretty much all one-shots. And this week we're playing a one-shot from a little game called Little Gods Who Hide on Street Corners. Kurt and Anthony are playing Little City Gods. And my character, Molly Ringwald, not the Molly Ringwald, but a Molly Ringwald, is in the modern day, and she's just moved to this new city. And these little gods are a bit of magical whimsy. We're playing kind of magical realism style. So it's set in the modern day. We're in this super old city that's been around for, how long did we say? Like over 1,000 years or something?
Oh, way longer, I think. But
Yeah,
we didn't
10,000
specify.
years? We didn't specify.
Who's to say?
Yes. Yeah. Also, everybody, if you are not already following Ashley T. Cozy, please go do yourself a favor and do that. Ashley is really amazing and is super cute and knows a ton about plants. And I like to sometimes chill and lurk in her co-working streams that she does.
Oh,
Very
cool.
productive.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
fun.
so Ashley is awesome, and also another fellow amazing nerdy content creator who is also a beautiful lady. So we love our beautiful streamers as well. Aw, yeah, no problem, Ashley. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. Also, if you need to take care of yourself and like hydrate or eat food or anything, please do that. But thank you for trusting us with your community, and I hope you guys enjoy our little story.
Hold on, were you
Yeah.
streaming Wind Waker? Get out.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so good.
Love that. Never seen a TTRPG stream before. Ooh,
Well,
that's
Well, I guess
very
we
exciting.
better get back to it
I
then.
guess we better get back to our story. But yeah, that's awesome. Oh my goodness.
The good
Yes,
news,
please.
There's
Yeah.
lots of plants in this stream, so if
There
that's the
is
kind of
lots
thing
of
you're
plants.
into, we've got that.
Ashley, I literally just made a character that one of her traits is yearning for flora, because I miss the plants of the city, my hometown, wherever I was before this. We don't know yet. But yes, so, and we are literally in like a garden right now, so
We are.
you kind of rated in at like a super cute time, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Locke, hello as well. Hello to the Raiders. Hello, Father Teeves. Hello, Locke. Hello, MB Dives. Puppy Shy. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in and chatting with us.
Thanks for
and
joining
sharing your
us.
personal thoughts. Yeah. Feel free to hang out and stay a while. And if you like, little indie TTRPGs, check us out. That's basically what we do here every Monday night. So yeah.
Nice. Okay, recap. We are in the very first
recap.
scene of the game. We're in this ancient city that's had lots of, used to be a pirate city, a prohibition evading city, lots of crime, but also lots of
crime.
history.
No one is ever asked. You
where they're
can't ask
from.
people where they're from.
We just discovered
found
that.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amanda is playing a character named Molly Ringwald, but not that Molly Ringwald, just a 25-year-old who's named Molly Ringwald.
Don't get it twisted.
Kurt is playing the little god of cyclicality, while I play the little god of impulsiveness. And we are in the first scene in the botanical gardens here in the city of Freehold. Molly Ringwald has been talking to the gardener, who's very carefully watching the garden. And a flock of birds came down, tore all the lilacs off the nearby lilac tree. Molly Ringwald did nothing, did not alert the gardener. And
one of my traits is that I'm good at avoiding things. I was asked how I deal with problems as Molly Ringwald, and I said that Molly avoids problems until they go away. So that is her tactic. Which is what she did. She turned around and went towards a hedge maze.
That's right.
And speaking of which, in the botanical garden, you find yourself at the center of this spiral hedge maze, and all around you, yes, all around you there have been leaves and the scent of
all
these
around me
blooms.
people are making out. I was like,
But right in the middle, extremely awkwardly, you have just walked into a private moment. The couple looks at you.
Oh no, they saw me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, they heard you coming.
I thought I was being stealthy.
You thought you were being stealthy. They thought they were being private.
Right.
Oh my God, says the girl in the pair. Sorry.
Yeah, you didn't need to see that.
It's fine. It's all good. And Molly's gonna go over and give them a high five.
I think this is a moment that challenges your ability to love avoiding things, because here you've come into a situation that should be avoided at all costs, and you're marching right into it.
To avoid it, but I'm kind of just trying to like play it off. But it is an evolution, I think, of Molly's approach to problems.
I think we should
not running away.
Well, we should see, I think, whether you are evolving or not.
Yeah, let's give us a little roll, will you?
All right.
Let's pretend I didn't just do that.
Okay, so the way this works, Amanda's gonna trying to roll under her her characteristic, which is good at avoiding things. She currently has a 6 in it. So if she rolls below, she succeeds. Continues to avoid things. If she rolls above, she fails. She needs to evolve.
And I have to roll
she gains
a
a new trait. Yeah.
Well, yeah, for now.
This is going to be hilarious. Wow, I'm going to be failing a lot. Okay. I got a 3. I am good at avoiding things.
Okay, so tell us how this high five resolves into...
I think Molly kind of does it like a drive-by high five. She's going to walk past and be like, and then like get out of there.
The couple is left standing absolutely flummoxed, and we see her turn to her partner and say, "Do I have makeup on me?"
No, you're good. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Molly is already gone. She is like so out of there, and is really proud of herself, I think, for even being able to address the situation, but also by not having to actually really address the situation at any time, because she made it weirder and just pushed right through it.
As you emerge from the other side of the spiral of the hedge, I think you hear a quiet sort of laugh, and you see the gardener again, and she's still snipping away. Snip, snip. She looks over at you and says, "Yeah, they do that." Do you want any of these? And that's the moment that it becomes clear the gardener hasn't just been pruning these hedges, but that this is some kind of herb that's been grown into this shape. And the gardener has a basket that these clippings have been going into, not just to keep them off of the immaculate garden, but because they're something useful. Um,
Uh, oh, I don't know. I don't really know what those are for.
are you not much for tea?
Oh, no, I love tea.
Well, it's
Is
not
that,
quite tea. It's
oh,
related to the mate plant.
okay.
Well, if you would like any,
Yeah, I'll take some. Thank you. And Molly leans forward and takes like a handful, like a respectable. I don't know how much is too much. I'm just gonna take a handful. Yeah.
uh, she holds up a hand and says, 5 minutes steep. Any longer and it will be so bitter. Any sooner, won't taste like anything at all.
Okay.
Set a
5 minutes. All
five
right, I
minutes.
will.
And then I think with the sound of the snip, 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 we're just gonna like close the scene.
All right. Excellent.
Yeah, so is it like once one of the traits is challenged?
No, there's no specific. You
Oh,
don't
okay.
need like one
So there's no
challenge per scene.
marker. Okay, so you don't need one challenge per scene. It's just whenever it feels that the story has been resolved in that scene.
Whenever the scene's resolved, yeah.
All right, sounds good.
The game gives us some
A
flexibility.
little bit of creative flexibility.
So
For
that
sure.
was my turn to sort of
Yeah,
act as a
I love it.
story lead, if you will, as the cyclical god. So the next scene will be led by our god of action and impulse and little quick changes, surprise birthday parties and crisp wins. That's Anthony. So, Anthony, choose one of your traits to be the focus of the scene. You only have one right
I
now.
only have one. I'm impulsive. Um, so we're choosing impulsive. You've emerged from the gardens and are heading into the city. The gardens were placed in the old town, which used to be a different town entirely, a ward for the sick, when this place used to be full of disease. Um,
Oh,
but now it's strangely nestled right in beside the bustling downtown, the somewhat decaying tech center of Freehold. And so, with quite a shock, kind of a blast of people, you emerge from the botanical gardens and you turn the corner and you are on a busy street, packed with people on their lunch hour, passing here and there, hurried conversations, lots of people on their cell phones trying to arrange last minute deals. And as you make your way down the street, suddenly, from in front of the
all
couple
the
walking in,
people that you meet.
is that an Arthur reference?
Yeah, I think
It
so.
can't be anything else.
Okay,
I think it is.
great. I love that show.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that.
Suddenly, from behind the couple that's walking in front of you, this rather tall, broad-shouldered figure emerges. Long hair cascading past their shoulders, a tunic that hangs to their knees, and this gentleman, bearded, catches your eye and goes, "Oh my gosh! Hey, good to see you. You've been here long?"
Um, no.
Sensing your hesitation. Sorry, gosh, sorry. Brian, you, your sister introduced us, right?
Oh. Yeah, I
Wow.
guess.
Hey, it's good to see you. I'm just actually going right now to a tea house. Do you want to come? I just have an appointment. Great place,
To a
brand
tea
new.
house. That's so funny.
Yeah, actually, my date canceled, so I got a table. This is perfect fate.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess wasn't I don't have any other plans for the rest of the day. I was just gonna go
Perfect.
home.
Come on. And Brian starts leading the way down a side street, pulling you away from the main thoroughfare.
A train
Are
rolls
you gonna get
by
killed?
just behind you.
What's about to happen?
We hear the sound of a train at
Oh no.
exactly 5, as it always is, roll through. I think there's a chiming bell that plays each time it goes.
Guys, can we trust Brian?
Can we trust Brian? Can't know.
You know, those trains have been running on those tracks for 200 years. Same trains. They just keep fixing them. The gauge, the god to the tracks actually is like so unique that you can't find anything to replace them. My uncle, he actually runs the repair center, and he says that that these trains, they were built back they were built by these incredible manufacturers, and there's just this, the metal is just like, you can't replace these things. They're made to last 1,000 years, and they are going to last 1,000 years. And I just think like, man, like we don't build anything like that. We should be building everything like that. Build for eternity, you know? Like why don't we imagine the world 30 generations into the future, right?
As Brian keeps talking and talking, each building that you pass is sort of blurring one into the other. There's a grocery store, a drugstore, a tea house, a grocery store, a drugstore, a tea house, and on again.
And then we stop at a tea house. There's golden red light coming from the inside of the windows. It feels warm. You can hear delicate pipe music coming from inside. This is it.
You guys have a lot of tea houses here. Does that have something to do with like this being a harbor? Did tea come through here a lot? Or what is that about?
That's funny, actually. They used to, I mean, import, steal a lot of tea to bring in here. And for like, you know, for ages, we only drank the tea that got imported here
Right.
until, you know, the shipments got shut down.
Oh,
Um, and you know, this place loved tea so much that we went looking, and we found the well, that, and he points to the bushel of leaves that you're holding in your hand. Monkey's paw,
right.
the finest tea in the world, and nobody knew it was here. It's been growing
Wow.
like a weed the whole time, and now we only drink our tea. And as you sit down at the
Wow.
table, he looks over. 2 monkey paws, premium, please.
The server nods politely and he says, an interesting choice this time of year. Fresh, but a little out of fashion, perhaps.
There's no such thing as fashion in teas. Teas are the mother deity making love to your lips. It doesn't matter what the current fashions are. What's your
You,
favorite tea, Trisha?
My favorite tea is uh maybe well, I guess I like black tea
I'm
pretty
gonna call
well.
for a roll because this feels like being good at avoiding, and
It is
is it gonna work out that way?
Trisha.
Come on, Trisha.
Come on, Trisha.
I think Molly would like to be Trisha though. Might be fun to be Trisha for a day, you know?
Yeah, that's not stagnation.
I mean, okay. All right, good at avoiding. Here we go. Let's see how it goes.
Amanda is currently trying to roll under well, 6 or under.
So wait, it didn't go up even though I was good at it. It never goes up. Oh, it
You'll
goes up if I
you'll get
fail.
new traits, and they will be higher
They
than
This
will
your
one
go
just
last one.
stays
high.
to 6.
This one was an 8, so
Close, but no cigar.
close, but no cigar.
So you are going to create a new, more specific trait that describes how your core self has changed from the interaction, and give it a value 1 higher than the trait that was challenged.
Okay, what do you guys think about the idea of me being into escapism, where it's not necessarily
Perfect.
avoidance,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's more like I just want to like try on like this other person. Like I want to become Trisha for a minute and just be like, that's different.
Fun.
Okay.
Escapism.
Escapism.
Sure. 7.
Okay, 7.
7, Kurt said, running out of fingers on one hand and needing the other.
I love it. Okay. All right, so now maybe we're Trisha. Let's find out what happens next.
Your favorite tea? Hello.
Yeah, black tea, I guess. Like I really like black teas.
A conservative choice.
Mm.
Are you do you have an old soul?
Mm, I don't know. I think I do. How do you even know if you have an old soul, really?
Okay, well, here's the test.
Okay.
When you stand in the ocean, up to your
Yeah.
knees,
Mm-hmm.
um, do you feel like you've been there before 1,000 times, or does it feel like your first time seeing the horizon?
It feels like I've been there so many times, but each time it's been different.
Old soul? Patent old soul, that's how they come.
Really? Well,
The
what about
server
you?
walks in at this moment and places the 2 cups of tea. Do you think it's a pot or do you think it's individual cups?
Two cups.
You did
Two
order
cups.
2.
Hmm.
Two cups.
One is
Leslie.
placed in front of each of you, and it's got that same scent that you smelled in the botanical gardens, but more concentrated.
It's
Different,
making me want
particular. That's how it goes.
tea. Yeah.
The server leans in and says, "That's the way of things, isn't it? First time for everything, and then first time again."
I don't know. I've had some firsts that I don't think are ever going to happen again and never happened before. Trisha, drink it all in one go. There's only one way to do this. Monkey's Paw doesn't like second chances. All the way down, flip the cup over, slam it onto your saucer. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Brian goes, sips it all down, and then smashes the teacup down a little too hard onto the saucer.
The server winces a little.
Molly, aka Trisha, is going to try to race Brian.
Ooh, okay. Is this a determined roll?
Yes. I want to win.
Roll it, baby.
Oh,
What did you roll?
I rolled a natural 20.
Not great in this game.
If there was a
Not great
critical
in this
failure
game.
in this game,
That's pretty much it.
that would be what it is.
What does that look
opposite
like?
one.
What is, well, we should find out what your trait is, but I kind of want to know first what it means to have completely failed in your attempt to out-drink Brian.
I think I get a little ahead of myself. And I don't know, do I kind of like
Choke.
choke?
Yeah. Choke, splutter, spill the tea down your
Choke,
front.
splutter. I'm crying, like my eyes are, you know when you like you drink and you drink a little too fast and then some of it just goes down the wrong tube, like not
Yeah.
enough to hurt you really, but just like for a second, and then your whole body like convulses and goes into the fear of death, like it's like, oh gosh, this might be it, but you're really feel totally fine. That is the most embarrassing. This game should just be called Molly Gets Embarrassed. I think that's what's a lot of it has been so far. So yeah, Molly is like fully on like coughing, like her whole body is shaking. And I don't think she's a particularly large like person. I think she's pretty small, Molly.
Uh-huh.
So she's just like she's just like coughing and coughing and like her whole self is shuddering. And then I think she's just gonna say in a raspy voice, "Sorry, it went down the wrong tube. Went down the wrong tube."
The
Oh,
Brian looks at the server first times.
uh, okay. So how does that evolve? So I was determined, and then I guess I was kind of resolute in my defeat, kind of willing to be humbled. What do we call that?
Ooh, willing to be humbled is an interesting way.
Okay, interesting.
Um,
What is the right word for that? Is
you
self-effacing
could
not done?
we don't need one word
Yeah,
is
that's
the
fair.
thing.
That's fair.
So we could just say open to being humbled. Like that's I think a nice twist. It's a little bit more specific, but it's not
Yeah. Open to
yeah.
being humbled. Okay, so that's a 7 as well.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh.
That was.
Whew.
I mean, I've
And
never seen anyone
Molly
do that before.
grabs a sip of water. Do what? Choke?
Yeah. He lifts the teacup off of his plate, and you can see that the loose leaves of the tea have like formed sort of an ink blot pattern on the saucer, and he stares at it. You can see this here is cascading, and this is luck. I think a good sign, a feedback loop. Just trust things, you know? Luck rolls into luck. Just put yourself in the right place. And and he looks across at your saucer, and in your like super crazy spasm, you've sent like a shock of leaves across the table. And so there is like, there is an X, a perfect X across your plate of leaves. And he looks at you, and for the first time, Brian's sort of like big, animated smile turns to a frown. I try not to be superstitious, but that's not good. Black X.
The server tisks as he gathers the tea sets and says, "Not a time of year that it's in fashion right now."
This guy in fashions. You heard about
Stacking.
pirates? The black mark, an X, left in a handkerchief, in a pirate's pocket. And they knew they were the next to go. A curse.
The next to go where?
The bell rings as another couple walks in, sits at a table, the same way you did a few minutes ago, settles into a cross-legged position on the floor mat and orders a tea.
It's that couple. The one from the hedge maze.
It's that couple.
Well, now you look like you've seen a ghost. You didn't like my ghost story at all, but what's this?
I just have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Sure. I gotta get back to work soon, I think, but yeah. See you in a second.
Okay, and Molly's gonna get up and go to the bathroom so that we
Gee.
can forget about what her eyes did.
I think there's a sign in the bathroom that says, it's one of those aphorisms. Is that what they're called? The platitudes that you see on cottage walls, in cross stitches, on a t-shirt at Walmart. This one says, don't read too much into it. At first you think it's decoration that the tea shop has put up, and then you realize that someone has incredibly carefully written it in a very steady hand, in a kind of calligraphic script.
I think Molly is going to go back to the table and leave the tea shop. Molly goes to gather her stuff and grabs her wallet from her bag and pulls out a few bills and says, I actually just remembered I have an appointment, so
Oh,
need to get going. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for the tea. It was lovely seeing you again,
fair. Yeah,
Brian.
of course.
Yeah,
We're
and
going windsurfing tonight. Sundown. And the long pier. You're welcome.
yeah, maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah,
We'll
only
see
if you
how
want your
this
life changed. No pressure, Trish.
right. All right, well, bye. And Molly just like leaves.
You
Um,
catch the eyes of the woman in the couple just as you leave. Linger for slightly too long and you make eye contact. But you're gone. Out into the bustle of the streets again. Tea shop, house, grocery store, tea shop. I think that's the end of the scene.
yeah.
On the 6th story of a walk up by the port is Molly Ringwald. Not that Molly Ringwald. Molly Ringwald's apartment. It's an old building built into a sort of rocky cliff face on the edge of the port. Not so steep that it feels precarious, but certainly steep enough that you know that the mount of the castle, somewhere way up there, is following these walls too. Now is the time of high tide, and we see the tide high up by the shore. High enough almost to lap the edge of the walkway that leads to this apartment complex, but you're higher still on the 6th floor, and a wind blows through your window, as it did around this time the day before, and the day before. A certain sense of familiarity is formed. This breeze seems to visit each night at the same time, and whether it's because that's when you open the windows and let it in as things begin to cool, become comfortable, or if it just makes itself known, hasn't become apparent yet. What one plant did you bring with you from home? I think you could only bring one, and it's not your favorite.
I brought a short little prickly plant with it has flowers, but like it has to have a specific climate to bloom. So it's not blooming right now. And it's also like one of the hardiest plants that I could find to bring.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I think I think this cactus, this flowering cactus, we'll say it's Mamiliara spherica, which is a pretty little thing, shaped kind of like an orb, with pokey bits all along the sides. There's bright yellow flowers. Tends to flower in the summer. Not quite there yet in this particular environment. It's sitting there, and you can see its little spindles, its little needles, move slightly, delicately, as the breeze goes through. And from the window, you hear that same train roll by again. A little bit later than it was before.
The wind blows again. And this time brings a visitor. A gray-black bird with a sharp snout sits on your windowsill, ruffling its feathers, cocking its head at you, and eyeing the singular bud on the Miliara spherica.
Interestingly, I think this might actually challenge my trait, which is cyclical. I've established this breeze visits every day, and now it's different. So I
Roll,
must roll,
baby.
Yes, you have to roll.
which
Even
is
the gods must roll.
even the gods must roll. I rolled an 11,
Ooh.
which is far higher than 6. So now I too need a new trait.
After last week, we all know flowers from our last flower game. Yeah.
Yeah, Locked Box. It really feels like the flower game really kind of primed us for this week.
Yeah.
An 11. So cyclical is challenged. How do you transform this?
I think maybe that steadiness that is the undercurrent in some ways shifts. And maybe now tide song doesn't just mean the tide, but also the song. We hear this bird that's arrived chitter a little something or other. What does it mean when a bird makes a sound like that? Unclear. But it's looking at you, making an eye contact of sorts. I'm going to give myself the new trait, Song. 7.
He's got song.
Ooh.
I got Song.
Sing me a little song.
What does Molly do?
It takes another hop forward. Hop, hop. Those little funny, tiny, robotic hops that birds do. Hop, hop, hop.
It rips the corner off a piece of paper on your desk.
Makes that same song again.
Wait, so it's just like in my place right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Flew through your window, hopped
There's
inside.
There's a
Hop,
bird
hop,
on your desk.
hop, hop, on your desk, eating your papers. This paper is the paper that you used to emigrate here. They are important papers.
Can I take the plants and hide it?
Okay, an interesting
Certainly
choice.
can.
I want
wanna
to see
do-
a yearning for flora roll. Is your yearning strong enough to protect your flora?
Okay. Okay. Ah, it is. I rolled a 1.
Wow.
Yes.
Incredible.
The opposite of what you usually say rolling d20s. That's the best I could do. 1.
It's the best you
Yes.
could do.
My yearning is strong enough, and I may take my plants and spirit it away to a little cupboard where I can keep it safe.
It's
And
the
I have
perfect spot. Somehow you've never noticed how perfectly this cubby fits this plant before. What did you have in it yesterday?
in that cubby. I think
Yeah.
I'm still unpacking, so I don't know if I had anything in it.
Hmm.
Maybe I had. Maybe I had a jug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I had
a
a jug in
little
there.
of an awkward fit. You had to lean it slightly to the side. But
Yeah,
this
to get the
cactus-
cupboard to close all the way. And then I was like, maybe this would be better over on the counter. So I moved the jug. But the cactus fits really well. And I can even fit, I think it's little light in there.
Oh,
So I move
nice.
its little grow light over.
As you do this, you feel a familiar vibration against your leg, and you realize, oh, it must be 6:30. That's mom again. She's just woken up. Time zones are a wild thing. What do you do? It's your favorite song. That ringtone. Funny how you don't use it anymore. You never really did. Nobody uses their ringtones.
I'm going to ignore my mom. Oh, that feels mean.
Huh,
Well,
good
let's
at
get a
avoiding.
good at avoiding roll.
Yeah, or afraid of stagnation, I was thinking.
Sure.
Is it stagnation to answer your mom's wake up text every morning?
Well, I just mean if my mom is calling me like every day at the same time.
Yeah. What's your roll?
17.
That's not very good.
I think I go to hang up and I accidentally like put the call through.
Hi, honey. It's mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. I'm just, there's a bird in my apartment, so I'm just,
What? Honey, I can't quite hear you. Do you have the phone?
there's a bird in my apartment.
Hello? Your
Mom, can
mom's
you hear
voice
me?
comes from the phone that I think is still maybe like either in your pocket or in your hand, not up to your ear. Hello?
I raise it to
Molly?
my ear. Hello, Mom. There's a bird in my apartment, so I'm just,
Why is there
and
a bird in your apartment, honey?
well, I just came in through the window. I don't know why there's a bird in my apartment.
A
It
bird
just,
came in through your window.
yeah, it came in through my window. I just had the window open and it just came right inside. Have you ever seen a bird do that before? Is this normal?
Of all the darndest things.
Speaking of
Now,
the bird that came through your window, it has pecked down on the immigration papers again, and it seems like it's almost making eye contact with you as it begins to try to tear a strip off the end of this piece of paper.
it's so funny you should say that, honey. On the day you were born, your father and I were signing your birth certificate, and I remember you would not believe this bird hopped right in through the hospital window and right up to our papers as we were signing them. Tried to
Are
fly
you
away with them. Could
joking?
you
Are
believe
you
it?
joking? This bird's about to rip my papers.
Oh,
What?
honey, don't play jokes with your old mother.
I'm what? I'm not. This is really happening, Mom. What did you do? Did you shoo it away? What did you do?
Honey, if the
What am
bird
I
has
supposed
your
to do?
papers, get your papers.
Okay, but
You
like
need
are birds
those.
okay, but are birds
Go,
dangerous?
go.
Okay, all right, I'm going. And I think Molly takes her phone from her ear and kind of just holds it to her shirt to muffle the sound of whatever is about to happen. And she is going to get those papers.
I kind of think that as you try to get close to this bird, it freaks the bird out, and with a mouthful of your immigration papers, it tries to fly out the window.
With my papers or
Mm-hmm.
without my papers?
With your
Oh,
papers.
okay, I'm gonna grab it.
Huh. Interesting.
The bird.
I think I dropped my phone in the process probably because that's got to be a reflexive. That feels like a reflexive move, you know, like you're here and then the bird's about to go and Somali's just like, ah, she tries to like jump on the bird kind of.
Your approach when your hands grace the bird, suddenly everything stops, and the bird looks at you in this way that really feels like it sees you. Like it sees more of you than a bird should see. It sees something about who you are inside. Uh, the bird opens its talons, drops the paper,
Okay. It's good. That's good.
and then with a powerful flap of its wings, flies off.
Bird in the house is a bad omen, but two is good luck? Why? That doesn't make any sense. Okay,
I
so it
think
flies off.
that's exactly what your mother is saying from the phone, crackling up a little too far to hear. Say about a bird in the house, honey. And as that sort of buzzes in the background of your awareness, I think our scene closes.
This is very weird. I feel like this game would be a good one to play if you're writing scripts.
I've never written one, I'm afraid.
Interesting.
But if you were to write scripts, I think that this game could be helpful.
Molly has her script pressed to her chest as she makes her way down the main thoroughfare, Broad Street.
Right.
She's got to deliver it before the shops close, before the businesses close. But
My script?
yeah,
Right.
but then there it is, catching the corner of your eye in the shop window.
What
A
is it?
gorgeous dress,
Oh.
patchworked rainbow colors, swirling all about in sort of like a twister of color, taking its place in the front window of a small boutique, which you can hear warm music coming from. God, just looks perfect. Like the dress from your dreams. A moment of deja vu.
There is a familiarity, isn't there?
I'm gonna can I go inside and ask about the dress?
You step through the threshold, and there's an older woman at the counter who is playing checkers with herself. She looks up. What's that then?
I just came to ask if how much that dress was in the window.
Oh. You've got fine features, don't you? You remind me of my daughter. You know, she went out to sea. She's been gone for 6 months. Do miss her terribly.
Can't you just call her?
Oh, no. No reception out there. She's in the triangle, you know.
Your phone
Right.
rings again. Your mom, probably calling about walking the dog.
Um, can I can I hang up on my mom?
Easy.
Do you have to roll
No.
anything for that, or are you good?
I feel like it's not the focus of this scene. It's
Sure,
okay.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like playing checkers? If you
Um,
win, you can have the dress.
Really?
It's overstock anyways. I just keep it to draw people in, but no one ever really wants it. Not practical.
Yeah, I guess so.
But you'd look lovely in it. Rosa always did.
Was it your daughter's dress, or did she just have the same dress?
She tried it on, time to time. She used to love
Right.
to play in here, try things on. Sometimes she would
Oh.
dress up all fancy. She'd go to one of the bars downtown, and she'd make up a story about herself. Something brand new, inspired by the clothes, and she'd tell some young lass, bring her home. She'd tell me about it later.
Wow.
Rosa.
She sounds like quite a character, your daughter.
Yes. She's incredible. She has the joy of living. Do you
Do I
have
have the joy of living? Yeah, yes, I guess so.
Show me then. She taps on the checkerboard.
Okay. It's been a minute since I've played checkers with anyone. I think this is a move. And Molly jumps one of the woman's pieces,
Nice.
I think.
It's
More
going
of a
to take
chess
some
player than a checkers player.
concentration to win this game. I'd like to see you roll determined.
Okay. I rolled an 11.
Tup, 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 tup. Oh,
Wow.
8 of your pieces in one move? Very foolish. You shouldn't leave them all out like that. It's almost like you're doing me a favor.
Wow. You're really good at checkers.
I play a lot.
I feel like our camera pans for a moment and we see one of the like a desktop computer so beige you can't imagine it ever being any other color, and on it is an old unrecognizable operating system that has a game of checkers up right now, partway through. There's a POS program somewhere in there for sure,
Okay.
but the checkers is up.
I think.
Sorry.
Oh, that's.
You would have
that's-
looked lovely in the dress, I think. You know, if it was Rosa, she would just take it. She used to tell me all these stories about stealing dresses out of the shops downtown.
Stealing dresses?
There's a faraway ringing. My phone. Oh, gosh. Oh, I left it in the back. And she gets up from her chair and toddles to the back of the store and through the door into the back rooms. You
Okay,
hear
wait, so
footsteps.
I have to make a new trait because I just lost it being determined.
Mm-hmm.
So my new trait, what would my new trait be? So it's either like, I guess, something that you could have used in that moment you want to build up as a result of your failure, something you learn, or something that you could have that you kind of already did as a result of failing. Is that the idea?
Officially, yeah, it's sort of how you approach things alternatively, or some other lens through
Right.
which your character might see the situation.
I'm gonna say, hmm, I think I need to pay closer attention to things.
Hmm.
I need to be more observant
Okay.
because a lot of the times you would lose at a board game for like not understanding fully or not being aware of the strategies that are at play and how to better utilize those for your own benefits.
That makes
So
sense.
I'm going to say observant 7.
The store is empty. The rainbow dress blows slightly in the wind.
Are there any security alarms like around?
No sign of cameras. Looks like there's an old beige security system on the door, but the door's propped open, so.
Right. She did say that her daughter would have just taken it. Does that mean that she wants me to? This is a very weird city.
All right, I hear ya. Okay, yeah, goodbye. You hear her signing off the call in the back room far away.
I'm gonna run and grab the dress and run out of the door.
A flash of color. You pull the dress from the mannequin and out the door, and it swoops behind you, filling the entire door with color for a moment, and then you're out in the street. A couple of people look after you, kind of catch your eye, trying to figure out what's going on. You just run?
Yeah, I just run.
And you run,
And I don't look back.
and you don't look back. And you don't hear anybody call after you. Almost as if no one's upset at all. It's the end of the scene.
It's the sound of the guitars that catches you first. Played high on the neck. Little notes in arpeggio, one after another, plucking out a delicate melody. These sounds are coming from a cafe very nearby your place, and you've heard them from your window before, but you haven't been walking by the place. A patio looks out at sea, and a band sits in a cafe that really, for the quality of the music, seems surprisingly quiet. What does it make you think of?
Um, it makes me think of a vacation I went on. Makes me think of a vacation I went on when I was 8. There was a cafe that I went to, and I really wanted to have a coffee, but I wasn't old enough to have coffee. My mom said that it would stunt my growth, but I never really grew that much bigger. I think I'm gonna order a coffee.
In the cafe, there's a few people milling around. One of them, though, catches your eye, and you certainly catch his.
Mm.
Trisha! Hey, Trisha!
Oh, Brian, hey, how's it
Hey!
going?
You didn't come out windsurfing the other night. It's kind of a shame. It was a beautiful night. We didn't end up going windsurfing, though. Kind of, what are
Oh,
you gonna do?
yeah, my appointment just went a bit longer, and then by the time it was done, I was pretty tired, but I'm sad that I missed the non-windsurfing.
Hey, totally fine. Happens all the time. Actually happens all the time. Bit of an embarrassing confession here. I got stood up on another date. Somebody actually asked me here. Can you believe that? Somebody asked me here, and then she didn't show up. That's the craziest part of it for me.
Really,
Ask,
another date, and
but don't rub
you,
it in, Trisha.
well, I just mean that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, it's a little crazy.
Is that what it's like dating in this city? Is everyone just super flighty here?
No, no.
No.
Plenty of beautiful people. And you sound just like your sister. That's why Rosie left, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The bartender leans over the bar. Bartender, barista. It's not the way that dating is for everybody in this city, but for Brian.
Hey, shut up. Don't say that. Hey, you're gonna give a bad impression on Rosie Little Sid. Sorry, I've got no manners at all. And now I've got even worse manners because I can't remember your name, man. I'm so sorry. And you see Brian like make this gesture towards the bartender.
It's okay.
Was it Samuel?
Uh, you're close, close.
Ah, shit.
Sartre.
You look like a Samuel that I know, I think, is what's happening.
Sure, Brian. Sure.
Embarrassing.
Sure.
Embarrassing. I'm just embarrassing myself all over the place in the city today.
And do you go by Rosie's little sister, or do you have a name?
Um, my name's Trisha. Well, I mean Trish, but everyone calls me Trisha.
Do you like
Yeah.
Trisha better or because I
No,
actually
I know. I like Trisha. Yeah, Trisha's great. Trisha's perfect.
okay. Great. Yeah. Hey, I was just gonna get a coffee. Did you want a coffee?
I was literally just gonna get a coffee. Yeah.
Coincidence. That's what's been happening here, I feel like, is there's a lot of coincidences. Can we get, but the bartender's already on it. And so I think in only a moment, you find yourself on the patio. And what? No, Brian ordered it, I think. So yeah, it's just whatever they bring you when you ask for a coffee here.
It has it actually has like a foam top to it, and a bit
Okay.
of latte art, an X,
Ooh, a little bit of a lot. An X.
and a small green leaf gracing the side of the glass.
Brian's eyebrows raise, and he points right immediately at that symbol. And then he says, I was worried the first time, but you know what they say. One, not good. Two, good luck. Looks like you're lucky, Trisha.
But, well, this is different though, right? Because, like, he just did that latte art. So that's just what he. What did you get on yours?
Oh, I don't know. And Brian looks down, and I think it's a very clear image to you, but he's not seeing anything in it. What do you see?
A swan?
Yeah. Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
swan.
Yeah. Oh. See, so we just got different things. So maybe
Well, what do
that's
you mean?
just
What do you mean? Says Brian, looking down at his
because
cup confusedly.
yours is a swan
What do you
and
mean?
mine's
Swan?
yours is a swan.
Just, just coffee.
No, I mean the latte art is of a swan.
The
See, look,
band's music
there's its
starts to
head.
get louder and louder, and I think it becomes hard to hear each other for a second. What?
Never mind.
Do you want to dance?
Um, no, I think I'm good.
That's fine. No big deal. Doesn't really matter. Just thought I'd ask since we were out here and there's music anyway.
Hey, you guys should dance. We need someone to start the floor. Come on. You're not gonna say
I
no,
already
right?
asked her. I already asked her. Don't ask her. You can't ask a lady something twice. It's rude.
But in that
Um,
dress, come on, you gotta dance. It's gorgeous, by the way.
Don't be creepy, Sam.
It's Sartre. Okay, whatever.
Sorry. No, shit, sorry. And I think that there's like an awkward side conversation happening for a moment.
you know what? I think I will go dance.
Good. Good. I'm really glad to hear that.
By myself, I think.
That's fine. No, that's chill. Hey, Sartre. Sorry, I didn't mean. And as their sound of their conversation starts to like fade, the music swells, and suddenly it feels like it's the perfect tempo for you. What does this dance look like?
I think it's Molly with her eyes closed. Um, and she kind of just starts off with like a little swaying, and then she's like spinning around in circles. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, you are.
She's just
And
kind of losing herself in the music, I think.
there's a swooping sort of sound that starts to bend in like a steel guitar. Again, played really high, flitting and darting across notes, bending between them, almost like birdsong. And as the song comes to uh, finish, there is a bird sitting on the table looking at you. Is it the same bird?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm gonna go talk to it.
What do you say?
I'm gonna ask it. Molly's gonna ask why it's been following her.
The bird cocks its head and hops there and then back here. There, and it stays there. It looks at you as if it's given you some kind of answer.
What does that mean? Says Molly. You can't just hop from a place to a place and expect me to understand that. Is that some kind of bird code?
Um, I think it's maybe at that moment that there's like an email comes in to your inbox. It's um it's a flight notification about a delay that doesn't matter anymore. Something that should have come through ages ago from
Right,
your
like the
flight
delay I
here.
encountered earlier on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, it says your flight from place to place has been delayed. The bird looks at you like it sent the email. The bird looks at you with a presumption in its face. The bird looks at you like obviously, obviously.
Are you trying to say that I'm not, that I'm what? That I'm not really here?
Hey, hey Trisha. Ryan's like waving. Your coffee's gonna get cold, eh? You should. Trisha?
I think I'm gonna leave
The
the
bird
cafe.
flies out ahead of you into
I'm
the
gonna
street.
follow the bird.
I think that's the end of my scene.
Twilight's coming. As you follow the bird, where haven't we been? Up the slopes. They're quite switchbacks of roads at first, until the houses start to thin out as you come up to the castle mount. The bird's been keeping an easy pace, hopping here and there, landing on top of a statue or the peak of a roof. But now as you come out into the open, the bird takes to the air, and you watch the black speck across the lavender sky. You can see it land on one of the towers of the castle in the distance. You're left alone. The path continues on in front of you. There are people picnicking in the park ahead of you and watching the sunset. The path winds up to the castle, which stands very dark above the city right now.
All right, I'm gonna go to the castle.
You make your way past the picnickers and sunset enjoyers. There's a game of ultimate frisbee. It's being played across the path, and the frisbee heads right towards you.
I'm going to pay attention to where it's coming from.
Is this an observant roll?
And try to see if I can predict where the flight pattern of the frisbee so that I can catch it.
Okay, roll.
Okay.
Amanda's rolling underneath her trait observant, which is a 7. If she succeeds, amazing frisbee skills. If not, she gains a new trait.
10, so I did not succeed. I think I think where it's going to go, but I when I go left when I should have gone right. So I was just a little bit off. But I think I do dodge it pretty stealthily.
Okay, nice.
So maybe what I learn is
good at keeping out of trouble, or
how to dodge projectiles. I don't know.
I mean,
Is that too
honestly,
literal?
you can have it if you want.
Sure.
If you like it.
dodge projectiles is so funny. It's so specific.
So specific. Is it too similar to good at avoiding? Is the other thing.
It is good at
Have we
avoiding
come
in a
full
different
circle?
You could.
Yeah, because what else would that be if I don't catch the frisbee?
I mean, it could be just like an athleticism thing in general, just maybe a movement of your body. I can imagine how that would extend from the dance that you had in the last scene.
Or you
That
can
could
make a
even
joke.
be-
Dodging projectiles?
If you want it to be dodging projectiles, Amanda,
Quick-footed,
it can be.
maybe?
Stealth?
Quick-footed is good.
Fast.
Uh,
Nimble.
Good reflexes.
Okay.
Sure. Great.
Cool.
For a moment, as
Also,
the
what I
frisbee-
would have needed to catch the frisbee. Because that'll be an 8 because my observant was a 7.
There you go.
Okay.
What was that,
The
Kurt? Did you have
reflexes are coming.
a thought there?
Evasive maneuvering, says Jamie. I love that.
So good. As the frisbee's coming towards you, for a moment it almost looks like the bird, but it's just the frisbee and it sails by.
Oh, gosh. That was freaky.
You, the people playing or shout their apologies after you as you make your way up the path, and you hear their game begin again. But you're on your way. And now you come to the castle walls. You can see a caretaker trying to close up. There is a gate in front of the castle. I suppose you're not supposed to be here as night falls. It's a tourist attraction. This is not the time. But there's a troublesome flock of birds that has landed on a nearby sign and is beginning to cover it with their various gifts
Their various gifts?
yes, bodily and excremental. And the caretaker rushes off down the wall in order to fend them off, leaving the gate hanging open, blowing in the breeze, and you hear a faraway from the top of a tower.
I'm gonna run through the gate.
Nice. The clouds shimmer. The universe seems pleased. You duck through the massive entry arch of the castle, and you pass a couple who is just leaving as the night finishes. You catch the woman's eyes. Same green ones as in that tea place and that hedge maze. But it's only for a second. You're in the castle courtyard now. And it is completely empty. A giant stone chair sits in the center, which is has sort of some of those like barriers they put up for tourists around it, but it's just a rope. And otherwise, the place is completely yours. The castle is all yours.
Okay. I want to get to the highest point.
You begin to climb the tower.
Is there a map? Do I need to look at anything? I can just go up. There's like a spiral staircase.
Yeah. You go into one of the towers
Okay.
on the southeast side, and you start to climb up it. You think this is the tower where you saw the bird land.
Okay.
And you emerge at the top of this tower. And as twilight is setting in, as the sun sets across Freehold, you just get this beautiful view, all yours. No one else's. The water is a wonderful tangerine color as it gets caught by the light. And you can see the boats, just black specks in the harbor. There's the bridge on the far side of town is opening to let a big steamship through. The bird is on one of the battlements. At least you think it's the same bird.
I'm gonna call to the bird.
What's that sound like?
Hey! Are you the bird that I've been following? Do you have a name? I don't know what to call you. Are you the bird from my apartment? The paper bird. You like paper? You like paper and coffee?
I want to say your phone rings again.
Oh my gosh. I swear to God if this is my mother. And Molly grabs her phone. What does the phone say?
It says Rosie and a last name you don't recognize.
I am so confused.
The text just says, "So you're my sister?" with like 4 question marks. The next text says, "Sartre gave me your number from the receipt." And the next text says,
It's creepy.
"Meet me now. Who are you?"
I'm gonna can I call the number?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay, I'm gonna call the number.
Only one ring. And it picks up. "Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Trish.
Hello, Rosie?
Do you like theater?
Yes?
Great. Uh, in the park, they do a murder mystery show. I've left a
Okay.
ticket for my sister at the door. I'm wearing a red dress. I'll wait for you by the twisted tree.
Okay. Cool. I'll see you there.
She hangs up. The bird's right in front of you. It's holding a red ribbon in its mouth. And it flies up to a little nook on the side of the battlement. There's a nest there. The nest is almost completely comprised of rainbow pieces of fabric, all intertwined together, spiraling.
The nest is so round and fits so perfectly in this shape that it reminds you just of your cactus back at your new apartment.
Hmm. Huh. Well, I guess I'll leave the tower because now I have to go to a theater show.
As
And
the
also, I don't think I
whims
can get the bird in the nook unless I climb up.
as the whims of the city take you off again in a new direction. Sun sets and darkness takes hold as you walk into the park. That'll end my scene.
I'm not crazy, for the record, says the woman in the red dress. I hope you're not crazy either.
Uh, no, no, I'm not crazy. But also, I have some questions.
I have some questions. Trisha, what are you
Yeah, that's
doing
fair.
as my sister?
Oh, that someone mistook me for your sister, and I kind of just went along with it. I'm sorry. My
Sorry,
name
who?
is hmm?
Who?
Who what?
Who mistook? Who was it?
Oh, Brian thought I was your
Oh
sister.
my God, of course it was Brian.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. I should have said something sooner. It's just I'm kind of I'm new to the city. I didn't mean to do anything. I thought it would be nice to be someone else, I guess, for
You
a
know what?
bit.
Sisters stick together, I guess, she says, little twinkle in her eye. And as you start to walk into the theater district proper, shows that have started earlier, you can hear the strange sound of their songs mingling as they reach the street, each with their own dramatic stories that you're not really privy to, walking past as a passenger.
An actor runs out onto the street, somehow part of the show, uh, a knife clutched under their arm, Gah! And drops to their knees in front of you. The knife scatters on the ground. Would you mind picking that up for me?
Oh, Molly picks it up.
I can just shove it back in here.
Uh, okay. And she does that.
Gah! And they run back
Oh,
into the theater.
Actors. My sister's an actor, by the way. Trisha?
she is?
Yeah, she
Oh,
is. Yeah. She
that's
went out
cool.
to, it's like a theater academy. They call it the Triangle.
Oh,
So, yeah. Anyway,
right.
so
The show.
the show, catch, she says, and she tosses you a ticket, thrown like a card.
Okay, I'll try to catch that with my
Your
reflexes.
reflexes.
Hey, I catch it. I got a 5.
Well, you're not my sister, she says, laughing now. Trish would have fumbled that for sure.
Oh, well, I guess as an actor, you only have to pretend to be able to catch really well, potentially. So,
Oh, you're funny. Actually, you're funny. Okay, maybe this could be good. How long have you been in Freehold?
I just got here about a week ago.
Are you serious? She says.
Yeah.
And you've already, let me get this straight. Tea with a stranger?
Hmm.
Because if I know Brian, you went to tea.
We did go to tea. This is true.
Brian, oh my God. Every time it doesn't matter. You pretended to be my sister, which is crazy, by the way, but I think I kind of like it. It is funny. She would do the same thing, I think, for the record. You went
Pretend to be
dancing,
yourself or pretend to be someone else.
and that gives her pause for a second. I think Rosie puts a hand to her chin and her red nails tap against it. She shakes her head and shrugs and says, I don't know. I don't know. Who do you want to be?
Hmm. Me, I guess.
Maybe that's a good idea. And as Rosie says that, a refrain of a song you actually know drifts through. Something from where you're from.
Mm.
A song you wouldn't have expected to hear this far away.
Oh,
What?
I just I just haven't heard that song since I was back home. Oh, it's really popular back home. I just didn't think that our top tracks, I guess, would be the same.
I get it. Don't worry, you don't have to say where home is. You don't say where home is here. But maybe we could help with that. I've got some friends. You already met a couple of them, which is so weird. Just like we could show you around. You don't have to be Trisha. You can be whatever.
Molly. My name's Molly.
Molly. Molly's a nice name.
Thanks.
My mom almost named me Molly, but my last name's Ringwald, so she didn't.
What?
Because of the actor?
Yeah, no, I know. It's just that
I
your
know.
last name is
It's
Ringwald?
it's really silly. Hey,
No relation, I
no
assume?
relation, no relation at all.
No
That's why they
relation.
didn't name me after
Um,
her.
my last name, this is crazy. My last name is Ringwald.
Now Molly gets a really strange look over her face. You're fucking with me.
No, look. And Molly pulls out her driver's license and shows it to Rosie.
See, you were pretending to be my sister, so now I kind of feel like this is fake. But then at that moment, A bird flying overhead drops a piece of paper, and it's your own birth certificate. A little bit nibbled off the end. The bird looks back for a moment and then keeps flying.
You seem to remember maybe not closing the window at home?
Must not have. Always forgetting to do that.
Rosie picks up the paper from the cobblestones. Is a birth certificate? This is a... What?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but that's my birth certificate.
Are you like an ancient trickster spirit or
Oh my gosh, I wish I could be so interesting.
is this one of these
No.
prank shows or
No, I don't know. My mom told me this whole story about birds when I was born. There was a bird, and now I'm starting to think the birds have been following me my whole life or something. I don't know. It sounds completely insane. There were X's in my tea, and it was a whole. It's been a really weird last few days, is all I'll say. And Molly grabs her birth certificate and like puts it in her bag securely.
it's just a lot of weird things that have happened in a very brief amount of time.
Yeah, you're telling me. Yeah.
A busker calls out from nearby. Hey, two beautiful ladies. Any song requests for the two beautiful ladies?
Rosie nudges you. The one you
Um,
heard. What's it called?
do you know downtown flamingos?
Do I know downtown flamingos? Yeah, yeah. My next door neighbor wrote that song. He's too famous for me to know him now, but back in the day. Here, a favorite of mine. Sit. And as the hour grows later, and the show that you were trying to go to certainly starts without you, the sound of the song drifts up from the city, and I think our own view of you both goes out farther and farther as we see the castle, the old beige buildings, the port, far away, maybe where you're from, or something like it.
Is that the end?
I think that's the end.
I think that might be the end.
Mm-hmm. That was very bizarre and delightful. What a weird story we just told.
Very cool.
I had a lot of fun, but that's because I got to be a callback machine.
We love being a callback machine.
I think the thing I really liked about this story is just, yeah, the fact that everything wove together so well.
Yeah, very fun. A very exciting little combination of the like pushing for novelty and pushing your character to do things, and then also bringing the cyclicality back to tie it all together, all together, all together.
I like how this game kind of encourages, I think, putting you in challenging situations so that you can evolve. I think maybe more so as the person that is the newcomer, but I think I mean, also the little gods
We could have pushed
kind of,
it
I guess,
more.
through the newcomer have those moments of reflection when the newcomer's trying to kind of resist what they represent. It's interesting. It's such a game that is like a story born of conflict, which, as we were talking about with not the last game I think we played, but the game, maybe it was the game before that, this idea of how like conflict just creates so much momentum
Hmm.
in games.
Wonder which
The
one that was. Now I'm gonna take a little peek.
I'm
Peek,
trying to
peek.
think of what we played, but there was something else that we played this season that I was like, this game is like, tell a story, man. Tell a story. I think it's really cool how it does that. And yeah, I feel like there's so much you can do with that. I just think that's a cool idea.
Yeah,
And we
this one
told quite
really
a
fascinated
oddly
me.
cohesive story for how weird maybe this was.
Yeah, I really liked this one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think it's very
Really
Uh,
funny.
wasn't.
This like the ratio of DMs to players is a really fun switch up. Where at some point Kurt said in the chat that we were being relentless, and like it's just like we could create so much story so fast, Amanda, and you just had to deal with the fact that there was just like constant creation. What are you gonna do
I
next?
know you guys were like, and then this is happening and that's going off, and now this person's calling you, and meanwhile this thing's going on, and I'm like, I've got so many things to deal with. My character's just like, what do I do? But I think that's also very much in line with the kind of scenarios that this game wants you to experience and explore. This idea of being a newcomer, of kind of that feeling of being overwhelmed and not really knowing,
it
you
is.
know,
True.
where you
You're more
are.
right than you know, actually. So here's a peek behind the curtain of a mechanic that didn't come into play that I would
Okay.
have made happen if you'd failed that last roll.
Okay.
If you get a 10th trait, and folks at home, Amanda has 8,
Ah,
you have a crisis. For the next scene, the other players collaborate to determine an appropriate crisis, and then for the newcomer, the event it would be like challenging, dramatic, and deeply personal. For the little god, it would be some kind of newsworthy event, intense
right.
and big. Uh, we didn't
So something radically changes in the world, or there's some kind of radical self-realization or actualization that happens to the character.
something important, yeah,
Something
happens for the
important.
character, and
Yeah.
then you go back down to 4 traits.
And you
Um,
reset. Now you're someone else. I mean,
yeah,
you're you, but you're new
you're
you.
changed. Or
Yes.
maybe you keep the same 4 you started with.
You could go back to ones. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
interesting.
just
So wait, and do you choose of the 10 that you
you
have? Like
do.
ooh, which ones you
You
want to
do,
keep?
yeah.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, exactly. I definitely got that from the design. I think it builds really well to all of those things. This
This
is
one surprised me.
this is really interesting. I thought the way that it did world building is on like another level, to be honest with you. That was the thing where I was saying where I was just like, because it pushes you to have these scenarios that even though they're like not real scenarios. I've never had a bird try to take my birth certificate in my life. But this idea of just the way that you interact with the world feels, and I mean, we're also setting it obviously in a modern setting. So that's part of
Sure.
why it feels so re and we chose to go with realism. So that's part of it. Part of it was our tone choice. But it really plays into making authentic choices for characters that are based on, because even though you only have a few things that you know about your character, everything feels so solid. Like I feel like this person is so lived in. Like Molly
Interesting.
Ringwald felt like such a real character for me. I haven't sometimes I play characters that feel so larger than life.
I love that
And
you
this
took a real swing as your first decision for this character by naming them after a prominent actor, and then you created something quite grounded. Good work, well done.
Good work, well done.
Well, I mean, yeah, and I mean, I wasn't trying to create something silly. I just literally was thinking about Molly Ringwald as a name, and I liked that as a name. And then I was like, I mean, it could literally be Molly Ringwald, I guess, if I wanted it to be. All she is a newcomer to this place. But then when you guys were like, I don't know if we want it to actually be Molly Ringwald, I was like, well, it could also just be some person. And then that's actually more interesting, I think, when you're someone who kind of your whole life is based around the idea people have of somebody else. And then we
Ooh,
also fell into
big
a
brain, Amanda.
similar,
That's good. That's write that down.
especially when then our story literally echoed Molly's own journey in making her question who she was by making her mistaken for someone else. And then she had to go through kind of realizing that no, at the end of the day, she wants to be who she is. And who she is her, even though she maybe has the name of someone else. It was this whole idea of, who do you want to be in the world? Well, I want to be me. Well, who is that? Like, and then I don't know, something as well about playing like someone who's in their early 20s, I think is also interesting because that also I think lends into the character. It just yeah, it felt very real. It felt like I was making a person, like a real person.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
super, super cool.
And it made it easy to play because then it's just like what would happen. You just think about what would really happen in a moment. So it's very intuitive, I think.
Hmm.
How was it for you guys making everything?
I had a great time.
Super fun, super fun.
So
Hard
fun?
to, and sometimes I just wanted to like play the game with Kurt. Like I just wanted to be like, ooh, we're telling stories. I should tell stories. And then sometimes, but then I was like, oh, but I've got like a role to play. I need to tell stories in a very particular sort of impulsive way, and sometimes that was hard.
Right. Right, right, right,
I also
right.
didn't do a very good job of challenging my one trait, which was impulsive. I just kind of kept that up.
Honestly, if it was enough for you to play with, then I like no big deal,
Fair. Yeah.
right?
Right. It was super fun though.
Yeah,
A great, great time.
yeah. And so Molly told a story about a person she wasn't in a place that doesn't exist on an evening that was shared with people that maybe she didn't know at all, but maybe were friends. And that's another session of Lies You'll Enjoy. So thank you for joining us. And we are going to be closing out shortly, but before we do, I will ask you, Amanda, is there anything you need to plug?
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to acknowledge Otto said in the
Yeah,
chat,
okay, let's touch on that.
yeah, should we revisit the best ones of the year? Because soon it will be our channel anniversary.
Can that be true?
Is that true?
No, I think
You
Otto
can
was saying
check in the
either in
settings.
December or
Or on your channel anniversary. That's got to be a
Or your
bit of a
channel
ways away
anniversary.
still.
Yeah, when is our channel anniversary? How
I feel like we
long?
just
I'm
made it,
checking.
but
Well, but
I
that can't be true
That can't
either.
be true because we've been doing Yazebas for 11 months.
Yeah, Amanda's right. It's probably been, oh, it's actually really
So
close.
our anniversary's got to be coming up.
It's really close.
wait, wait,
When
wait.
is it?
When's the first one?
Well,
Uh,
because you can check it in the
the first
settings
one
on
on
Liza and Dre on
YouTube
Twitch, but you can also
was
check it.
hold on, the first one on YouTube was September 23rd.
Oh, whoa,
We
wait.
joined August 29th, 2024 was when we made the channel on
Oh,
YouTube.
shoot. We've just blasted past.
Yeah.
Okay, whoa. Sorry, guys. Bad sense of time here.
Anniversaries you'll forget.
Anniversary. Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's saying September 23rd, you said was that stream. So it might be like,
That wasn't our first stream, but that was the first one that we did that
right. So we did
reached
blow
YouTube.
past it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can check Anthony on Twitch in the settings
Cool.
if you go to, because you can actually move it around for like if you're doing a stream on your anniversary, which is what a lot of people do. They do streams to like celebrate
I see.
their anniversary. So if you go to channel and you go settings, channel stream events, then it'll say what your like enable affiliate anniversary, and then it'll notify people when it's coming up so you could celebrate it
Cute.
on your channel.
Well, should we have a belated celebration of our channel anniversary then?
Yeah, we totally can. You might even be able to, I mean, we've probably definitely gone past it, but you can change it in advance as well. So you can move it to within a 2 week window, I think, either way, if there's like a date that works better for you. Like if you were traveling around that time. It just has to be 2 weeks either before or after what your actual date is. Like mine is
Cute.
August 5th. That's my stream anniversary on Twitch.
Oh, happy belated.
Thank you. Yeah, that was what my marathon, my
You giant,
subathon
yeah.
was for, that and charity, but it was also a celebration of my stream anniversary. Yeah, so I feel like it would be cool to do something for
We'll
it for
chat,
sure.
Otto. We'll
Yeah,
chat
Yeah.
the
talk
three
about
of
it.
I
us and
like
think
that
about what
idea a
that would
lot.
look
So
like for
great
us.
suggestion.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this was a really good one. Like,
Very
That's a
fun.
really nice comment, Jamie.
yeah.
I'm bidding that one. Um,
Yeah.
before we do
Yeah, sorry. Do I have anything to plug? Sorry. That
oh,
was a
yeah,
derail.
yeah. Do you have anything to plug?
I will be streaming tomorrow at around, hopefully, if I can be alive at the time, 8 a.m. I'm going to be streaming Silent Hill F. So if you want to get a look at the new
That's
Silent
right.
Hill game, I'm very excited. I've only heard amazing things about it, so I'm excited. And yeah, it'll be my second Silent Hill game because I've only ever played Silent Hill 2 Remake. And then this is baby's second Silent Hill. I'm sure I'm going to be terrified out of my mind. Yeah.
Great
And
series.
I uploaded a video, or I mean, Duck uploaded, really. Duck did the back end and edited it, but we filmed a video today for the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer reaction, so that's up on my channel. The Long Walk review will be up soon, so just check me out on YouTube and Twitch. That's about all.
Great. Anything from you, Kurt?
Um, I don't think there's anything in particular to raise this time. There was something on the edge of my mind to say before we went, though. Oh, right. If anyone is still here from Ashley's uh, group of visitors, just thanks for sticking around and coming by. Always nice to see new faces, and it's a pleasure to have you around. God, I
Yeah.
love Legend of Zelda. I did make a Legend of Zelda game. Look up the Hourglass Sings. It's a tabletop role-playing game based on the Zelda series. That has nothing to do with my excitement. Actually, I mean, they're the same. They exist for the same reason. My excitement for Ashley's stream and my Legend of Zelda fan TTRPG. But
You can
that's
also find it via Kurt's link, which we just dropped in the
yeah,
chat through through Nightbot on his itch.io link, so you can check that out there as well.
yeah.
Lovely. Well, thank you
Great.
for joining us. I'm suggesting if you've still got more RPG left in you, if you want to hear some more stories, let's head on raid over to Hime. Am I pronouncing that right, Kurt? Our friend?
He may,
Hime,
yeah,
yeah.
He may.
Who is currently playing a game called Dawn of the Orcs. I don't think this is the same game they were playing last time we raided
I
over.
don't think
But this
so.
game looks awesome. It can be played as a solo game. It's kind of a world building game where you create the first orcs in the world, and then as you walk them through their battles, they develop into their own species and culture, and you get to bring that along. So
That's so cool.
yeah, very cool. So let's head on over there. If you've still got some more, want to hear some more stories. If you just joined us for the first time and you want to stay up to date, we will come back most Mondays. If you follow, then
The
you'll
only
find
thing
out.
is, I probably won't be here next Monday, I think.
Okay, so most
Oh,
Mondays,
wait.
but not next one.
I will be here next Monday, but not the
Oh,
Monday after that.
so most Mondays, but not the one after next.
Next Monday, yes. The Monday after that, no. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself.
Excellent. Thank you all for joining us. Another night of lies you'll enjoy. We will probably see you next week this time. And until then, I hope you don't get lied to too much. And if you do, I hope you enjoy it.